go to my quiet place.
Because she got a great ass.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
I like the pretty lies.
What's going on, everybody? I extended it.
Yeah,
I added more.
And added some stuff.
I added some stuff, man.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Cool.
And I'll still change them up as it goes, but I feel like I'll make it a little bit longer. Why not? It's because everybody has like 16-minute intros, but I think mine was a little too short. So I'm like, 45 seconds is good. 45 seconds. That's kind of good. Once you get into the 3-minute mark, you're pushing it.
I mean,
so.
some of the intros get a little ridiculous, especially when they're like commercials at the beginning.
Yeah,
I realize they're doing that to let people like pile in before they start the content. But
not only that, sometimes the YouTube thing doesn't go out until well into the stream, so it gives it time to actually notify people. But I like Malin's. I think Malin, when he has his with the Slipknot track, that's a cool intro, and it's like a minute and a half. I think it's like not too long.
It's not
really
super
good.
Long.
Now Ethan pushes it though. Ethan is like
that's
a 15-minute
what I was talking about.
intro.
Sorry, E. I was talking about E. Sorry, brother.
Hey, we love Ethan, but it's
I just come on. I don't want to watch I don't want to watch 20 minutes of commercials before I go to see a fucking movie. I don't want to watch it before I go to watch a live stream.
I kind of like the Trump one with that weird operatic metal song or whatever. It's funny,
No idea.
it's like it's pretty funny and it's very thematic. So it's like, it just makes me laugh, and I'm like, yeah, that's on Ethan's level. Like, I get it, it's got the narcissism, but no, it's cool. I like that one. It's still long though; it's like 4 minutes, but yeah. But I wanted to add a couple. But anyway, welcome.
That's cool. No, I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah.
It's funny. It pays to pay attention to the intro, folks. So
yeah, if you
be aware
if you're here for it. So welcome everybody. It's Tuesday, TOPicLESS 9:15. With me as always, it's Death Metal Hero. What's going on? And with us, maybe almost as always, will be Jimmy. He said he might be swinging in, so it'd be great to have Jimmy back on a topic.
Indeed.
Yeah, he was on Pre-Kings yesterday, so.
Awesome.
As well as Kings, so he was feeling a little bit better, so that's good.
That is encouraging to hear, man. That is encouraging to hear.
It is, man. It's really good stuff.
Yeah.
And we got a chat.
Cool.
We have a
drink to that.
We have a legend, Matt 6 Bahr.
What's up, Matt?
He's got your 6. He's got your 6, everybody.
My Bahr.
We got not Plegel in the chat, and I did see in the YouTube side Wolverine had said first, so. It looked like Wolverine was there first, but it's not showing up in StreamYard. So we got.
I mean, it all depends on when you open your StreamYard. If you if you leave it, if you open it, you go into it right after you make it.
Yeah, I usually do, but I hopped in and out of it.
Sometimes it'll show up, sometimes it won't. StreamYards is weird sometimes.
No, Plegel, punch and pie, not popcorn. I'm sorry. I hope you stick around. You said we got Sumo in the chat. What's going on, Sumo?
I like punching pie. What?
Punching back.
Hey, Skull, darling.
Skulls and
beautiful.
cilantros to the feline. Welcome. Yeah, cilantro, Sumo, cilantro.
What's up, Sumo?
Sumo's
Hey, ain't seen Sumo in a wee bit. How you doing?
I might catch him on other streams. Got Jim Cox. What's going on,
I guess
Jim?
I'm just not hanging out in the right place.
You're not hanging out in the right place. Well, you're having a thing called life. So
well, yeah, there's also that. I mean, and work and all that.
Yeah.
What's up, Black Hat Cinephile?
Yeah. This is pretty much what I do. Last night I did a quick stream. Just wanted to do it.
Well, that's cool. I actually last night I had a great show with Michael Oden and Neff.
I shared it out. I didn't get to watch it. But I shared it out. Yeah.
Oh, it was fun. It was good conversation. Always good to talk to those guys. And I didn't have anybody scheduled after that, so I was able to just let us run however long, whatever tangents we wanted to. It was good, man. Had a lot of fun hanging out with those guys. It's definitely worth checking out the replay on that one.
Definitely.
And Jude X is a gorgeous book. That's gonna be hot.
Yeah, I talked to Odin on Sunday. We shield Judex at the end. Great looking book, dude. I mean, I did, and not just because of that, mainly because of that Wraith of God piece. I was like, you should hit Luke up to do something for this because he killed it for Wraith of God. And if maybe like if you guys do trading cards or like a variant or whatever, I think you'd be a great candidate to work on it, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I'm being honest, man. I was just telling him,
Thanks, homie.
Yeah, we got everybody in the chat saying
hey, Fanta. What's up?
We got Fanta in the chats. Chat's jumping and hopping. Exos. Yeah, Jim Cox showed up a little late. I think some person showed up. I think Sumo last night. It was nice. It was a small little stream I did, real late. I was like, I just wanted to doodle. Got Angela Curry in the chat.
Yeah.
What's going on, Angela?
What's up, Angela? Hello.
She was there when we interviewed Odin. So,
awesome.
Yeah. And this Sunday we'll have Raiden Radio on. I can't remember the project.
Nice.
And then the week after that we have Shane Mess from. He's gonna have Swarm out. So it's gonna be cool.
Nice.
So everybody hit that subscribe button and bell for notifications to get notified when we go live with those campaigns. So I'm not launching them. I'm just
live with those
them.
shows.
Live with those shows, yeah.
And the funny thing, I actually got YouTube notifications for this show tonight. Like right after we went live, I actually got a notification on my phone. So hey, maybe every so often it happens.
You did your live one last night. You said,
yeah.
I don't think I got notified for that one.
It's not surprising.
I mean, I might have. I don't know 100%. So
well, to be fair, I set it up kind of late, so it may not have had a chance to get in the queue, as they say.
Yeah, but once you hit the live button, I usually
you'd think so.
But I mean, I might have. What time was it that you did it? It's like 7-ish.
Yeah, we went live at like around 7.
Okay,
like a couple minutes after.
Bahr has pre-kings at 6, and we sometimes go over a little over, so that might be why I didn't see it. Like sometimes I just clear my phone out of the notifications, and I just
I do the same thing. It happens.
Well, I had to cook dinner too and stuff like that, so I kind of just didn't check fully. So maybe I did get it. But yeah. So how's your weekend?
It was good. Had an art meeting for the project that I'm working on. And it went well. They are very happy. I have started work on the pencils for pages 6 through 11 now.
Wow, you're flying, man. Are you able to reveal anything as to what it is?
Not yet. We did talk about that. I should be able to start talking about this and showing it around like December.
December, man. You gotta draw live. Do it live.
I am drawing live.
Show your work. Yeah, show your work. Nobody knows. Look, I'm drawing live too. Look at me go. Doody.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. Look at me go.
Very, very, very proud of you. Very proud of you.
Yeah, doing well. No, I mean that's so cool though. You're really trudging along if you're on penciling 6 through 11 right now. That's really good.
I've been given the go ahead to do that. And I'm not. It's not super tight pencils because I'm inking myself, mind you.
Right. It doesn't need to be tight. Yeah.
No, but enough to see what's going on, be able to tell, like the cues. Like this, if I was penciling for somebody else, it would be a lot tighter. But because I am penciling for me and I'm able to ink digitally, it's going along, man. I've finished inks on the first page, and they've been approved, so we're good on that front. And yeah, I am. Sai, I hate you.
Just here? What's up, Sai?
Yep, Sai's here. Of course, Sai's here.
What's going on, BA? Saw BA. We were on with Pre-Kings with BA. He's a good dude. He's got a great project out. Hit Luke up, BA.
Yeah, man.
Be on his show. Yeah. I'm kind of booked up.
That's how anybody ends up on my show is that they reach out to me. I am not good at reaching out to people to come hang out on the show. Yeah. Yeah. Good to see you too, Cy. Good to see you too.
Wait, Sai's complaining about not being on the show?
No. I'm just anyway.
Oh,
Cy is being Cy.
Yeah, BA hit Luke up. I'm pretty booked, so I don't know your openings, Luke. So maybe you got a spot for him where you could get him on and show his campaign.
Yeah.
It's a cool project. It requires words and reading.
I mean, that's comic books. There's that whole book aspect of the comic.
It's like a novella with the illustration novel.
Okay,
concept.
I gotcha.
It's cool, yeah, but his is a little different. So yeah, I'll let you and BA talk about it.
Cool.
I don't want to ruin his thing, so which I would. Yeah. Yo, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Hit him up. Yeah.
Jace.
Where are we? Sai's yelling at people.
Somebody banned Cy from the chat.
No, don't ban Sai from the. Then I get yelled at about it because it's my channel. Once it's on yours, then you can ban Sai from the chat. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I got to deal with them. All right.
Yeah, I gotta deal with them tomorrow on Dice Dames and Dudes.
Oh. Yeah, but I got to deal with Shay, who's my editor, and Shay is with Sai. So by transitive properties, I'm kind of locked in this weird relationship.
By transitive properties, you say, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, that's cool that you. That's what my weekend was. It was a weekend. My mother is in Florida,
Yes.
so I'm like around the house the whole time. I don't really go to.
Ah, so you got the house kind of to yourself. I mean, nephews are still around.
This commune? What are you kidding me? I don't have the house to myself. There's a 16-year-old niece there. There's a 15-year-old, 14-year-old nephew on the other side. My 18-year-old nephew's in the living room. Yeah, no, dude, I don't have a house to myself. What are you kidding me? You're funny.
Sounds awful.
I'm in a commune. My sister would be here, but she's just out. So
there would be more people here, but they're not.
No, I like normally I would go to like comic shop or something like that. So I didn't get to it this weekend, but this coming weekend, hopefully he has all my slab books, the signed ones and just the CGC ones. So hopefully I could show those off on the next TOPicLESS. So it'd be pretty cool. He's in San Diego Comic-Con right now, or at least was. So he's still over in California. So otherwise, I'd have my stuff.
Right.
But yeah. So So that's why I haven't been to the comic shop last weekend. But that's all I ever really do is go to the comic shop and hear and draw. I have been drawing a little bit though, so that's kind of good over the weekend.
Well, good.
But, yeah.
How's the shoulder?
It's getting
there. Getting better?
Well, I mean, as of right now, it's still just like basic stretches. Even in physical therapy,
Right.
it's just basic stretches. Like he just stretches it a little, like does little things here. Ice, like he does this ice machine thing, and then that's it. I mean, it's an hour, but still. And then it won't be for another like two weeks, I think. Then after that, we start actually like doing movements and stuff. So I'm like really not supposed to be moving it. Like I can move my elbow, I can do that. But they don't want me like obviously lifting things and doing stuff like that, and like doing shoulder movements. And I do a little bit just because you have to, like no matter what, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, you move your arm, you got to do a little bit of shoulder
even if it's
movements.
accidental. Like if I accidentally sometimes like whenever I'm in the shower, I'll start washing my arm. I'm like, I'm not supposed to do that. Like you think after like 3 weeks I'd be used to it? No. So yeah, but
they probably just don't want you to tear the work that they've done.
Right, and I mean, for the first like 2 weeks, I pretty much was solid with things. But I did, obviously start rearranging comics and stuff. But I was very careful. If I started to get tired, I just stopped for like a good hour. So, but we should be starting like movements and maybe like little weight stuff and stuff like that. And then hopefully, I think they said in 4 months I can go back to actually working out to how I normally was. But I mean, I still will be careful.
That's
but,
good.
Yeah, but dude, I miss working out just because. I've been good but bad. Like I don't eat as much, but I do still eat a little the same, and some of it isn't the best food because I'm eating at home. And I'm at home a lot, so there's a lot of like tortilla chips. They're not terrible, but they're not the best. So you know what I mean? It's like so I snack on stuff, and without working out, you're not really doing as much. So you're not burning all those calories. Whenever, as far as I was at work before, even if I ate a Snickers bar, I still would kind of burn off those calories throughout the day. So
Right.
if I do that here, I'm not doing nothing. And like I know, like walks won't even burn all those calories. So
Yeah, you got to walk a lot in order to get rid of them.
yeah. So but it's getting there, and like I haven't drawn on my Unova on my monitor or at my art table, but I draw at the computer desk with it flat. So
Yeah.
like it's like all right there. Because if I'm at my art
okay, so
table,
you don't have to have your shoulder up. You can keep it
right,
kind of
like
down where
everything
it's
is like
supposed to be.
this. Like I'm sitting like this
Yeah.
drawing. Yeah,
Well,
if I'm
that's
at my
good.
art table, my arm is more up, and I'm actually using I'm actually holding my arm, but I'm using my shoulder more. So yeah, so that's what I've been
Yeah.
doing. That's why I've been doing shorts and like some sketch covers, which were really cool. Everybody go check them out. The last couple ones I did were really fun. But yeah, just doing stuff like
yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Apparently, people are having like serious issues in the chat.
About me?
Side
What did
had 3 solid minutes of nothing, but chat errors for everything I typed. Even left came back and it made no difference. Feline's having a problem as well.
I mean, we got 14 people watching.
Hocky says he
thank
can't
you,
scroll back in the chat.
What's up, Hocky? By the way, sorry I missed you.
What's up, Hocky?
I mean, hit the like and subscribe.
we got
I know
a
there's
we got a
problems.
bird.
Oh, we got
shit
Bird in the chat. What's going on, Bird?
Yeah, what's
I like
up, bird?
Yeah, but hit the buttons. I'm sorry if there's troubles in the chat. Obviously, there's nothing like we can do. Just refresh it. Usually, that'll work.
Usually,
I didn't have any problems over at Grand Nolan's. Mostly.
Yeah.
I didn't have any problems over at Grand Nolan's. It stayed fine. But yeah,
I didn't have any problems. I mean, apparently it's just our little stream that people are having issues
well,
with.
no. I've heard other people complaining in other streams and stuff. Like I would just be watching and I'd see people saying in there, you know, my chat keeps freezing. I think Shelby and Phil, they were live one time and their chats were like janked up, even in StreamYard. So I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. So I mean, granted, I can't
Fanta
read
says
you
it's
guys.
YouTube.
It is YouTube. Yeah. But like I said, hey, you know, hit the like and subscribe. But have you seen The Greatest Movie Ever yet?
I don't what. No, I haven't.
Why are you so mad about Oppenheimer? What's
Aha. That's totally the movie we're talking about. No, I don't go see movies, man. I don't go out to movie theaters anymore.
I would like to see Oppenheimer, but I'm sick of 3-hour movies, dude. Just tired of it. I did.
They
I
don't
watched,
need to be 3 hours long,
They don't
y'all.
need
It's
to be
not
3 hours.
that's not the key to making $1 billion. It's not how this rolls.
Well,
Like, y'all
because
delusional.
he keeps talking about it, I actually watched Nefarious last night. So hopefully Bahr will come on. But I looked at the runtime, 1 hour and 34 minutes, something like that. I'm like,
Fuck's
perfect.
sake.
I'm like, no, but that's per hour and a half. It's an hour and a half movie. I'm like, it's not 2.5 hours. It's not 3.
Yeah.
It's movie length. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
I love it. So
Yeah, 3 hours is ridiculous.
yeah. So and as far as like I looked up just out of curiosity, the Barbie runtime. It's 2 hours. It's a Barbie movie. I get like fine. It's not. Ethan made a great point. It's not for us. Like we're middle-aged men. Not for us.
Okay, I'm
I agree with that.
indifferent and ambivalent to its existence.
Yeah, forget about all that. I agree with that. It's not for middle-aged men. But I think, this is just my opinion, a Barbie movie should be made for little girls. It's a Barbie movie. Like, but it's not. It's made for, like, women our age and, like, in their 30s or something that grew up with Barbie. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
It did
dumb.
seem like it was kind of made for wine-ons.
It kind of, like, that's their target
I mean, that
audience.
was the impression that I got, but I mean, I'm just basing this off of what I've seen in trailers and on the internet. So.
Like, because I did watch Ethan's stream, and I watched Drinker's obviously review because I follow Drinker. I do respect his opinion. He's got a good one. He's not always right, but and then
nobody's always right.
But I listened to Ethan's, and he made some good counterpoints. Some I didn't agree with, some I did. Like the one I did agree with, like, this is a perspective of a little girl, like, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, granted, I'm never going to see it. I don't care. But I was just like, why is this made for middle-aged women? It's stupid. Like, make it for little girls. Make something that they can go see. Like, I was talking about this with my physical therapist. Like, G.I. Joe. The movies. You could have taken any boy to G.I. Joe movies. Like,
Yeah.
12, 10. You could take them to the G.I. Joe movies with, like, The Rock and stuff, and they were just violent, but oh well. Like, cool. Like, they were fun. Like, that was made for little boys and men. Like, you can enjoy
It was made to be entertaining.
It was made to be entertaining. I don't understand.
That's
like,
what they should have done.
That's what they should have done. So they should have done.
I mean, it seems to me like Barbie's got a bunch of natural built-in like things that she could do, like her accessories, adventures she could go on.
Well, and they do have the like the stop motion, I guess it is, or whatever, the like little video cassette ones that are like a half hour or 40 minutes or whatever, like the Adventures of Barbie or something like that. They're kind of like they're I've seen of them, and like those are made for kids. Like, why not just do that as a movie form? Dude, Toy Story. Remember when Ken and them were in Toy Story?
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. They had more character in those films, it seems. So
they did. What's up, Pedro? Good to see you, man. Pedro joined me on my stream the one day.
Nice.
Yeah. One of my little underground.
What's up, Pedro?
Got Pedro in the chat. So, I mean, I do want to see Oppenheimer, but I'll have to wait the 100 and something days for it to come on streaming, because I don't know anybody that's going to want to go see it with me.
Oh.
Yo, what's up, Jerry Burt? It's good to see you, man. Welcome. So,
Welcome,
yeah, I don't plan on going to see Barbie. Obviously, but it's not made for me, and that's fine. I don't want to see it. I don't have any intention of seeing it.
It doesn't need to be made for me. I mean, I don't need it.
You don't have to cater to me. Well, I could see if you have a girlfriend, a wife, gay people might like it. I get that. But, then I would have to go see it if I was in any of those relationships. Like, I could get that at that point. But I just don't have the need or want. I'd rather just do anything else. Literally anything else. Like, I'd rather scrape my testicles with the cheese grater than go see the Barbie movie.
That is a visual image I could have done without. And
you want it. You need it. You love it. You're welcome.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
You got it. It's too late.
Nope.
You knew what this was, my friend.
I didn't sign up for that.
You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. That's my bits. But the other thing is, like, everybody's talking about it on Twitter. I'm like, it's a Barbie movie. Shut up. Like, that's the other thing. I think
I really haven't been paying much attention to Twitter recently. I'll swing through and I'll like a bunch of art posts and stuff like that, and then I'll bounce. Because it's irritating.
I accidentally get tagged in comments, so I sometimes will see things. But otherwise, I do what you do. What's going on, Lord Liam? Good to see you, man. I do what you do. I go through posts and scrolls, and like if I like art, I hit the buttons or I share it. Like, you see my feed. So I try to stay on the positive things, the things I'm interested in. But I just think it's funny. I think also it's the same. Like, I've seen some YouTube videos about like a Wildcats review, and they flip through like Wildcats, and they talk about how just awful everything is in it. And I'm like, you realize you're going way too in depth on this. Like, you're taking it way too. This is a comic book that was in the '90s that you read as a preteen almost. Like, you were a teen, preteen. Like, you were a kid. It was cool. Like, think about it in that mindset. Don't think about it as a 40-year-old artist trying to look for high-quality continuity and groundbreaking material. Like, it's like, take it for what it is sometimes. Not everything needs to be Gone with the Wind or Citizen Kane or anything,
I have never been able to stay awake through all of Gone with the Wind.
I'm just saying that because it's one of
it's a class. Yeah, considered a classic.
Yeah. So, but I just think sometimes people take it way too seriously. Sometimes, like, yes, things. I understand critiquing things as they are to a point. Like, if it's geared toward a certain crowd, like Watchmen, you can use a middle-aged mindset with that. It's a kind of an more adult comic book. But if you're reading Spider-Man, like Torment or something, like, that's a fun book that kind of is for kids, like teenagers, preteen.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's what it was designed for.
Right.
You know?
And so if you're going into it, though, in a middle-aged mindset with all these years of, like, art experience and teaching and, like, schooling and learning, and then you're like, wow, you can't put your wrist in that form. It's like, you just lost the whole point of everything.
You're missing the point there.
Yeah, you're going too far.
That's
you're going
the
way
joke.
Too far. Yeah, it's the joke. Like, I've seen a lot, but I've seen quite a few YouTube reviews or people talk, like, and it goes the same with the Barbie movie. It's like, sometimes you could just take things a little too far. It's like, it's made for girls and women. Like, stop over critiquing things.
Which, you know, you would kind of expect it to be because
Hey,
target audience and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we got a Stippling Vaughn. We got a bro raid from Stippling Vaughn. What's going on, man? Welcome.
Good to see you.
Yep. Just above Angela Curry, just above Gone with the Wind. It was a long film too. Angela Curry, just above her.
It'll take me a while, but I'll get to it.
Couple up from Hicks Villain.
Hold on, Hocky, Angela, Stippling Vaughn.
Yep.
That one.
There you go.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
I do like to highlight them. But yeah, like, just relax. Like, I could see if it was made for us or that target audience. Like, I understand movie critics. That's their job. Like, their job is to critique it, but I think sometimes they even overly critique things. So it's like, you know, pump the brakes. Just, I understand. I don't like woke elements either. And sometimes if they're there, I get pointing them out. That's fine. But look at Arcane. Did you watch Arcane?
No.
All right, everybody. That's the end of the stream.
I'm not giving you much to fucking work with here. I realize that.
No,
I'm
you don't have
sorry.
to watch it. But it's a great... they did a great job. There are woke elements in it, but it's not really forced upon you. Like, it's just there. It's just there.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't define the character. It's just there. So it's
that's the thing. You know, if you can present ideas to the audience and let the audience think for themselves.
Exactly.
You know, you don't have to tell them what to think. Maybe give them the opportunity to think. You know? There's a novel idea. Like, present ideas that might challenge the audience and then let them make their own decision. Don't tell them that they're, you know, this, that, or another thing when they don't automatically agree with you, or if they don't agree with you. That's a threat. Ain't nobody want to be threatened.
Yeah, it's one thing to make
bullshit.
it... Like, it's one thing to just make it who they are, but it's another thing entirely to just, like, force it upon the entire concept and plot and idea of what is and what you should think. It throws everything off. You can have a good movie, like this is, like, you'd be like, wow, this movie was great if it wasn't all of, like, that wasn't trying to get forced down my throat. Like, this is a great premise, but I don't like what they did with it. Like, those exist. And it's just, it destroys the movie cinemas.
I mean, we grew up with a bunch of fucking great films that, you know, had a natural diversity of thought. And you're not allowed to do that anymore. You can't think for yourself. You know, I will always and forever advocate think for yourself and question authority.
Cool. That's off of Saliva.
There's a Rob Zombie's song "Get High" starts off with that as well.
I was thinking of Third Eye off of the Saliva soundtrack or Saliva album.
Think for yourself and question authority.
Think for yourself, question authority. Throughout human history,
Hey, thank you, Black Hat Cinephile. Appreciate it.
Yeah, sweet, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, because hey, you know what? We bounce back and forth.
Yep. It'll be on my channel next week.
Jimmy will be hosting again once he's up for it. Everyone, I think, and we're happy Jimmy is doing a lot better. Well, better now. I don't know if he's doing a lot better.
Yeah.
He's doing better now, and he's at home with his woman, which is always good.
Yeah.
And he said he'll try to make it tonight. He said, you know,
that would be cool.
Thinks he'll be up for it, so hopefully he'll be here soon. If not,
yeah.
If not, hey, I told him if not, you got to get better, and I get it. So.
Yeah. No, I messaged him on Twitter when Chad popped on and told us about that, and I just, you know, I hear a little bit from here and there, but you know, sometimes all you need to do is encourage somebody. A little bit of encouragement goes a long way. You know?
I don't know if you saw King's. Ethan was serenading him.
I didn't. Oh, was?
Yeah, it was funny.
Did he go over to the piano?
No, he did. It was like a karaoke thing.
Okay.
My heart will go on.
Oh, Jesus.
But he said, "Your heart will go on." You know, Jimmy Reyes. Like, it was funny, man. It was nice, and it was good. Yeah. So
that's funny.
I don't catch every Kings episode, obviously. Dude, I saw the one. It was a couple weeks ago. It was like all about Jack Kirby and old comics. I'm like, this is one of the best episodes ever. I'm like, this is fantastic. Loved it, man. I loved it. I like it when they talk about comics, and I get it. Not everybody wants to hear about that, and you can't please everyone. Not everybody wants to hear about politics. Not everybody wants to hear about comics. Not everybody wants to hear about Barbie. You know what I mean? It's like,
right.
You can't please everybody, so you just do what you do. And like, not everybody wants to watch draw streams, and I will be drawing at least a little bit, and we'll have artists on and stuff like that. So, but
thank you, Feline.
That's what we do. I'm glad you're reading.
Skull, beautiful.
We got Death Metal here on the chat. What's going on? Good to see you.
What's up, you fucking weirdo?
Yeah. Ready to go subscribe to this channel?
And guys, I really, really wish I could show you what I'm working on. But you know, gotta save some surprises for the campaign.
Well, not only that,
it's a cool book. It's a cool premise. I mean, it'll be fun. And I think you'll enjoy these pages.
It's not only that. It's like it's their property, so they kind of have to be like, yes, that's fine. Go ahead and show things now. Like you need to go ahead from them. Like that's the thing. With, like even with Frog G, like I was like, yeah, I'm working on Frog G right now, but I can't show it because it's a spoiler or something like that. So we get it. You know, it is what it is. And I gotta talk to Ink Spots. I gotta see where he is because I don't message him. I don't text him all that often. But I'm not somebody who does that a lot. I don't really. Yeah. I'm a terrible human being, so I don't really talk to people.
Yeah, I'm not super great at keeping in contact either. I actually need to reach out to InkSpots and see if we're gonna do a Do You Even Read anytime soon. We're supposed to be doing Pit, and then the whole thing about the Pit omnibus not happening happened. So, what's going on, Jeremy Burtz? Good to see you, sir.
I never said
Hocky
that.
says
Hocky.
Jason told me I'm not allowed on today.
Yeah, I said hey to Jeremy Burtz. I never said that, Hocky. I said you never come on our show. You can come on, but like, oh no, I want to save all my good content for JBot. You can go back and check the last night proof. Rewind the tapes. It's there. That's what he said. He's like, I'm going to save everything for JBot, and I love JBot, but it's rude, Hocky. It's rude. Sumo agrees. Sumo agrees with me. Sumo always agrees with me. Smart. We'll send the link out. And everyone knows how I do. So
I mean,
don't be yelling at me.
Last week, Hocky didn't even come hang out until like after. So whatever.
Dude, how many times do I send Hocky the link first and wait like 10 minutes for anyone else to come in to send it to anyone else, and he doesn't come in. So I don't want to hear it, Hocky. I don't want to hear it.
Your whining will never work anymore.
Hey, Hocky, seriously, did you send out that package to Syringus Fungus? Let me know. Because he's been really waiting for that. And that's my fault. Not yours, Hocky. So. All right. I will drop it. I'll drop the link in TOPicLESS in a minute. Rex isn't in the chat to yell at me about it. He's working.
Pedro's yelling at is yelling at Hocky for you.
Thank you, Pedro. Pedro knows. He was there. He was on my stream. Pedro's there. Pedro's there.
And see, Hocky still thinks he's not allowed.
Well, with that attitude, you're not allowed to do much with that attitude, Hocky. The chat is demanding that you come on the stream today, Hocky. They want it. They need you. They need you in their lives.
I see Pedro is doing his best impersonation of Switzerland now, telling you to apologize to Hocky because you're a monster.
I'm not apologizing for being a monster. I am what I am. I'm not apologizing for that. I don't.
I am what I am. That's all that I am.
Pedro, I don't ask you to apologize to anyone for being a tall, handsome slice of brown sugar. Okay? No, I don't ask that. I accept you for you.
Pedro, there's something unrequited in that statement he just
I
made.
speak the truth. I speak the truth. I am the truth. I only deal in truths. Okay? That's what I do. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I would expect my backers would expect nothing less than me. By the way, Backfrog G today, links pinned to the top of the chat. Yeah.
Do it now.
Hockey, you have the link, so I don't want to hear nothing from you now. I'm not highlighting you anymore. You have the capabilities, Hockey, to come in and tell everybody what you have to say.
You have the technology.
It can be done.
You can do it.
It can be done. And I know Plegel's going to be getting a new computer setup, hopefully, really soon. He's just waiting on, like, Windows, I think, or something. So, hopefully, dude, he's told me about this computer. It's like pro gamers would be jealous of it. It's so good. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, honestly, in order to work digitally anymore, you almost need a fucking pro gaming setup.
Yeah, well, he wants to do a lot of 3D sculpting, so and stream it.
Then yeah, you're gonna need a good graphics card.
Yeah. See, people are thanking you in the chat for you coming on. They want you to come on. They're demanding it, and come on, so I could start drawing. This is getting ridiculous. You know, you can come on and read the chat for me, Hockey. You could be my Angela Curry. Yeah. But, yeah, everybody's still saying hi to everybody. I like that. Hockey, no, I'm not reading it. You got Art of Roy in the chat. What's going on, Art of Roy? Good to see you.
What's up, Art of Roy? He says there's no link on Twitter.
It's in Jonestown. If there's no
He
link, then how
didn't
come
leave
this person's coming
Jonestown,
in?
did he? What's up, Will?
Yeah, Will here. Hockey Will is here. He got a link.
I just randomly saw the show active, and I went, oh, I went and looked where you usually put it, and there it was.
See?
There's a big old category, my friend Hockey, that says this.
I'll triple check Jonestown.
I'm not sharing any of our super secret, you know.
No, you don't want to share the Whisper Network.
Exactly.
Let's see here.
Hello, Flying Feline.
I dropped it in Jonestown.
All I heard from your guys' happy hour stream was witches, and I just kept, every time I see Flying Feline, I just hear witch, and then my ancestral need to use fire starts to bubble up, and then I go cook a steak, you know.
Well, that's probably a better thing to do because you'd end up eating that fire.
You know, I'm like.
Plus, that's my favorite witch. You better be careful.
Don't tell him I said this.
You could burn too, but we can have steaks together. There's all kinds of analogies that are wonderful and homely for terrible acts. So. You know. Yep. So you don't get struck on YouTube. I can't say, I want to perform a certain religiously justified homicide using one of the oldest igniters in humankind. But the algorithm didn't get me that one.
I mean, why waste time with a fire and all that when you got an axe and you can blood eagle somebody that's smaller than you. I mean,
But we don't do that though.
Yeah,
but
we're
very humane. Hello, Pedro.
What's up, Pedro?
Lucas.
Were you listening to your Wagner tonight or something? Why do you have Percival?
Oh no, just I don't know. Yeah, I was listening to Wagner.
Well, actually, I don't think it's spelled that way. I think it's spelled C-A-R.
I wrote it in Spanish.
It's Percival.
Percival. Yeah, you're not gonna get me, Will.
I just looked at your name.
Yeah.
It's awfully busy in here.
What's up, Hockey?
What's up, Hockey?
Oh,
Hello,
no.
Hockey.
I know there's more than one person on the stream.
Yeah.
Wow, are you going to draw?
I always draw. I draw on every stream I'm on. This is a drawing stream.
He does that. Yeah.
You are a master drawer.
I don't know about a master drawer.
Drawer, yeah.
I like
He's a master debater.
Yeah, master debater.
Yeah, it becomes a habit that you got to do all the time.
Yeah, but can you be a master debater?
I mean,
with
technically,
a
it's good for your prostate. So.
Yeah. But what about that bum shoulder? That was.
No, that's.
How do you think he got that bum shoulder?
That's my left arm.
Oh, so you're ambidextrous.
Kinda, yeah.
Well,
They're
it
full of
depends on if
surprises.
you're using the computer or not.
Yeah. You're full of surprises, Master Bacsko. Yeah.
It's not the only thing he's full of.
I'm full, what, delight and cheerfulness? Yes, I am.
Yeah, sure. That's what you want to call it.
Shut your whore face.
Mm.
You know, Jason is.
I'm quite fond of my
remarkably
whore face. What's
chipper
feel like?
type.
Chipper.
I don't think I've ever seen Jason in a bad mood.
See? Will knows.
I'm thinking about it. I'm like, has Jason ever been in a bad mood? Like, he's ever been like snippy or sand in his vagina? No, never.
You mean no more than normal?
Will,
he's-
Will, go into Jonestown and type something.
Jonestown?
Do it now.
I
Go to
don't know if
Jonestown.
Will is in Jonestown. No, yeah, he is. I've never kicked him out. Oh, no, but that account got nuked, I think.
What's that? What am I totally missing? Like an inside joke?
No, Jonestown was Talented Dudes, and then I renamed it to Jonestown. It was the
Oh.
DM group for artists and stuff.
I'm
And,
only in one group, and that's Allie's group. with
Right, but I
Hocky and stuff in there.
think because you said your old account had gotten nuked.
Yes, it was
Right.
taken away from me by a disgusting she-witch.
Yeah, so I think that might have been that account, and so I would have to add you back in. No, there's no talking in Jonestown, Hockey. Everybody knows this.
Yeah. There's no crying in baseball.
I just
There's
said.
no talking in
Go to
Jonestown.
Jonestown and start talking.
Hockey, links only and Flavor Aid, okay?
What? Flavor.
What?
That's what they drank at Jonestown when they killed. They died.
Oh,
It was-
Oh,
it wasn't-
right, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
Kool-Aid,
right,
it's
gotcha.
Flavor
Oh,
Aid.
yeah.
Mother. Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, just because you're gonna, end
What's
a
up,
whole bunch of
Silvar?
people and have them join a comet or whatever, doesn't mean you got to waste money on actual Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
No, man.
When Flavor Aid will do.
Well, I mean,
That's the
there's
real reason why he's a fucking monster.
there was thousands of people there, man. He's got to cut costs.
That's why you got to bring back
Fuck
amphitheaters.
that dude.
Bring back
You-
amphitheaters?
Yeah, instead of them killing themselves with Kool-Aid, you can feed them to the lions.
Yeah, the version of Kool-Aid we have down here, I think it's improved by cyanide. It's called Suco, and I don't
You guys
recommend
don't-
that to anyone.
You guys don't
Like
do the ghetto version, Pedro, where you just go and put half of a sack of sugar into it?
Yeah, and they put Tutti Frutti on it just to make it
What?
palatable to children. Yeah, like a can of Tutti Frutti. They'll dunk it on that horrible concoction. But if you smell that powder, you'll shit yourself.
Oh yeah, I bet, dude.
Yeah, it's horrible.
All the more reason not to drink it.
Yeah.
You've
Are
seen
you
those
drawing tonight,
reviews?
Hockey?
What's that?
Are you drawing tonight?
Sure.
Have you seen
Go ahead,
those?
Will.
You've seen those reviews on Amazon where they have those bulk gummy bears that apparently make you shit your bones out. In terms of what they
No.
cause. You know what I'm talking about? There's these bulk gummy bears that apparently will
Make you shit your bone marrow. Yeah.
Yeah, you will secrete your insides in totality.
Oh, you mean like the Olestro chips from back in the day?
Oh,
That used to make
with
you
the-
just literally shit yourself?
with the Olean.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ugh.
I know, right?
Ugh.
Yeah, the thing is, you know what their excuse, right? Like they will do the controls with one chip, but who has one chip?
Yeah.
They put the controls. They go, one chip. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm all right. But if you have a whole bag of chips,
Yeah, because
Deep
you
fried
know
no
motherfuckers
lean.
going to just sit down with the munchies and eat that whole bag of chips.
yeah,
This is
exactly.
America, dude.
And-
we don't do one chip.
Yeah, and it's the green apple
Yeah.
spiders afterwards.
There was a whole fucking chip campaign. Bet you can't eat just one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which brand was that? Lay's?
What?
No, I think it was Pringles.
Pringles. Oh,
Yeah.
Pringles.
Oh.
They're so effete. They got to come in a little tube. They can't just come in
Oh.
a bag.
Yeah, like real chips.
Yes.
Pringles aren't real chips.
What
No,
are
it's
they?
cardboard, flavored cardboard.
It's yeah,
Cardboard.
yeah.
They're
bet
delicious.
you
I
did.
like Pringles.
Hawaiian punch. Yeah, dude. That takes me
Ugh.
back to my childhood.
Can't eat that shit. Drink that shit now. I mean, remember when we were kids? We could pretty much eat and
Ah,
drink
yeah,
anything.
dude. We'll drink coolant, car coolant, and
Ugh.
it's blue.
It's blue.
Yeah.
It looks
Or like
delicious.
a-
Windshield washer fluid looks delicious, doesn't
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially now that it's fucking orange.
it? Is it?
it is.
Yeah. I mean, there's the Rain-X is orange, and it looks like Sunny D. It's like, why the fuck does this look like
Yeah.
Sunny D?
So you can drink it.
Funny D.
Hockey, have you seen Barbie yet?
Negative.
Why?
Because it looks like shit.
That's a wrong way to base an assessment.
Yeah.
You don't judge it based on how it looks or is.
Well, it doesn't look like all the Barbies that I've collected over the years.
Oh man.
Wait, what?
Oh shit. Hockey. Wow. All right.
Why do you collect Barbie?
Do you
No
put
judging.
shrimp on your Barbies?
Oh.
Oh, good lord.
You're a funny guy, Will. Funny
know.
guy.
Prawns.
Yeah.
Lord Liam, purple drank.
Austria. Good day, mate.
Dynamite.
Oh, jeez.
Austria, good day, mate.
Good day, mate. Oh yeah, dude.
That's a lovely accent you have there. New Jersey.
Welcome to Austria.
I'll get to the chopper.
I just
Screw
watched
your
that the other night.
freedoms.
I've been watching Conan every night.
Oh,
Oh, dude,
Conan.
that's awesome.
I thought you were talking
It's been
about
my
Dumb
fall
and Dumber.
sleep movie.
Yeah.
Man, James Earl Jones is so good.
Tulsa Doom, yeah. The wig, I couldn't get past the wig for a while.
What I think is cool about him in that film, and the fact they gave him blue eyes, is that he kind of he reminds me, or I guess they were trying to get across that he's part of a race that doesn't really exist anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or something.
You know, and he really does stand out, and looks like
the fact that he has magic, right? That's a rare thing in the world.
And it's freaking James Earl Jones. That's the
Yeah.
other thing. Like, dude, he's a freaking awesome actor. But yeah,
The way he just kind of looks away from Conan, like when they're talking,
Yeah.
like I could give a shit less, and
Yeah.
he turns back to what he's doing, basically. Yeah, like so tremendously well acted by James Earl Jones.
Nah, dude, when he kills
Just
the
like
mother.
that air. Yeah.
When he
Yeah,
kills
his
the
voice.
mother, man, like he hypnotizes her with his snake powers, and then up with her head.
Yep.
Dude, that was awesome.
With her husband's sword, no less.
Yeah.
Man, I just forgot how great that film is. You know?
Yeah, dude.
It's just bulletproof. And it was a monster hit, and how could you fuck it up?
With
Like,
Conan
how
the
could-
Destroyer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate, but it's not Conan the
But it's not
Barbarian.
Conan the Barbarian, dude. Yeah.
Did
exactly.
you see the one with Jason Momoa?
Yeah, I couldn't follow it really, dude.
He
Dude,
did
Never
a
saw it.
decent- I thought he was okay as Conan, but the movie
He's got
itself
the
is-
build for it, or at least he
Yeah,
did back
but-
then.
Yeah,
but
the
he's
movie
like a
itself-
jokey. He's like a jokey Conan.
Yeah, it was more or
I
less.
know.
It wasn't the script that he had in the story.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
It was like-
he was actually good.
He was
Man
like
who dir-
Hercules.
Excuse me, the man who directed that film, Marcus Nispel, he just can't really catch a break. He's really good, and he never really had a hit after Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, did he do the first remake of
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw? Oh, the one with Jessica Biel, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that one's like the best of the remakes. Like all the old horror movies that have been remade, that's the one that I can actually watch and enjoy. The
Yeah,
rest
the
of
first-
them are just fucking trash.
That was the
haven't seen
first
that
from
remake.
Platinum Dunes, from Michael Bay's kind of sub brand, where they were remaking all those '80s horror films.
Oh, dude. I have too much respect for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I never saw it. I'm gonna
Even
have
though
to
he
check it
did
out.
make-
It's good. It's worthy of the original. I mean, the original is fucking classic, you know.
Yeah,
Of
dude.
course.
But yeah, it's good. It's worth
I like
watching.
this
But you know,
movie
I
Conan
watched.
now.
I saw the second one first, like Texas
Yeah,
Chainsaw
so did I.
Massacre 2.
So did I.
With the guy, like they were killing him and he couldn't stop spitting. Like that stayed with me forever.
With Chop Top, that one
Yeah.
with Bill Moseley.
Mm-hmm.
That one creeps me out, man. It is.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the woman, the DJ, who's really sexy in that film?
Well, I saw that too long ago. But
Stretch. That was her name.
yeah. And there was like a chili competition, and yeah, dude, it was disgusting.
Chili
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah, it was supposed
Yeah.
to be a satire.
Yeah, it was campy, but it was good though.
It was
I like
during that period after American Werewolf, where horror comedy and satire were starting to gel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sugar-free Haribo gummy bears. Amazon
Oh,
removed them due to the
Exactly.
laxative effect. Comment section was great while it lasted. Oh,
Indeed.
damn.
Oh, dude.
What's up, Haldir?
But
up,
to
Holger?
go back
It's
to,
a person.
Marcus
It's fine,
Nispel,
And we
he
got a
did
Mike
make-
McMahon in the chat.
Yep,
Hey,
I was
what's up,
just about to
Mike?
get to-
Hey, Mike.
What's up, Mike. Miss Field.
He did make a cool film that you guys probably like. It bombed in the theaters. which was Pathfinder.
I heard of it, yeah.
That's the one
Vikings
with the Vikings? Yeah,
Yes.
that was a good one.
And looks
You know,
great.
Never saw it.
You know which one I saw? A film with Jim Caviezel, Outlander?
Yeah,
Oh,
where he's mistaken for Beowulf.
Yeah, like he's an alien that comes to Earth and he's like fighting with Vikings.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
a pretty decent
entertaining.
little flick.
Yeah,
See what Hockey's working on.
it's one of them movies you can watch in your underwear. Hey, what's up, Hocky? What you doing? What you
Did you
doing?
put the link in TOPicLESS yet?
Oh, whatever. You know what? I'm sick of these people.
I'm
always
just
yelling and
reminding you,
complaining and-
shit, man.
I forgot.
Yeah,
Well, I kind of forgot. I kind of figured you did, so I was just reminding you.
The important people are here.
Grouchy ass.
Well, not Matt Bahr. Matt Bahr's not here.
Well, I
He's
mean,
important.
Yeah,
They have-
he's
they
got
have
the
the
link,
link.
though. It's in his damn Discord.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I
That's
wouldn't
how
say
you got here.
He's important. He's somewhat essential.
Yeah.
Somewhat what?
Essential.
You is kind.
Oh.
You
It's-
is beautiful.
I
you
thought you
is
said
important.
essential. I was, what does that mean?
I'm not entirely
Never heard that
stupid.
It means more than sensual.
More than central.
It's infamous.
That's what I was
more
referring
than
to.
famous.
It's infamous.
I watched that a few days ago.
Yeah, dude.
Great film,
Three
man.
Amigos. Yeah, Three Amigos, baby.
It's infamous.
It means more than
Nah,
famous.
Ah, dude.
Excuse me. Do you know what a plethora is?
A plethora.
Vaya guapo.
Oh, you're guapo.
I know I don't have your intellect or your good looks, but it could it be that you're angry at something else and taking it out on me?
Taking it out. It's a
I'm
philosopher.
still here, guapo.
Here, guapo.
Look at two little sissies.
But they used to call him El Guapo all
Yeah.
the time, and that makes sometimes it didn't make any sense. You should call him Guapo only, but it's just,
Well, it doesn't
El
make sense
Guapo.
in English.
Yeah,
The handsome.
Pedro, you're trying to say something in the Three Amigos didn't make sense.
yeah,
He's clearly upset about it, too.
yeah,
Clearly.
dude. Like that. Yeah, I was puzzled for years.
See, you asked, and he shall come.
These pinche amigos are falling from the sky.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What up, Matt Bahr?
What's going on, guys?
You shithead.
So okay,
Wow.
if you were one of the Three Amigos, Will,
Yes.
which one would you be?
Let's see. I would be Chevy Chase because I like the cut of his jib.
You
Dusty
wish.
Bottoms. Dusty
Yes.
Bottoms.
He's Dusty Bottoms.
Nice. I don't know. I see myself as Lucky Day.
Your lucky day?
Yeah.
I'm definitely Ned Niederlander.
Nederlander.
Yeah.
Then I knew about camera tricks.
Steve Martin is like has always looked like he's 1,000 years old because
Yeah, exactly. He was born with white hair.
It's like Leslie Nielsen. Leslie Nielsen was old for like 50 years.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, Bahr, I saw your movie, man.
My
What
movie.
movie?
Yeah, your movie.
Nefarious.
You lost me.
Nefarious.
Oh, word. What'd you think?
Oh, I saw it too.
I kind of wish they left it open-ended.
Yeah.
See? It's like it's so good until it's like he
Until it's
pulls the
not.
gun and
Yeah.
So good until it's not.
Until that part. Yeah. Once he got fried, they should have just ended it.
Yeah. Left
Would've
it
made-
completely open, you know.
Yeah, it would have made such a better movie.
But then once you you like do some goofy supernatural shit, it's just like, oh man.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, if you go goofy supernatural shit, go goofy supernatural shit from the get go. Don't give me all this like brainy
It was
thriller
so
and then in the
good.
end like
You guys talking, you know, just the guy was just totally getting into that dude's head because it's like maybe he wasn't fucking possessed. You know what I mean? He could have been sitting there fucking with the guy,
Or he could have been legitimately schizophrenic.
yeah, exactly. So it's like you being like, hey, fucking whatever the fuck his name. I was like, fuck, man. I wish there was a movie
Yeah.
where it just like the guy just kind of like walks out to his car and cries or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, or
Just
something.
like
Yeah.
just something.
or maybe like him going to church. You know what I mean? But no, like
Hey, James. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Like,
sorry,
maybe-
they would not let somebody into an execution chamber with a gun. Like, I don't care who you are. I was like, wait a minute, the dude's got a gun?
I thought he pulled the gun off of a security guard.
No, it was off of the cop who was like had arrested the guy in the first place. He came to watch the execution.
It was so.
I was like, come on, this movie was so good, and then
the bullet didn't hit. It was like we checked the bullet and it should have gone off, but like it didn't go off. It's just like, fuck, man, I hate that shit. It's almost like, I don't know, like what's that fucking show where they have the crow guy and they're in Vegas and Boulder, Colorado? The Stand.
The Stand.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of ambiguous. It's like maybe there's some other shit, but then right at the end, this like magical gold hand like comes down and touches the bomb. And
I don't remember that from the book. That's for damn
magical gold hand comes
I guess
down.
I'm talking about the old TV show. You know?
No, yeah.
The Harris one. I have a question then for the panel. Then now that Matt is bringing all this up, what is the most contrived thing you've ever seen in a movie where you just went, "Oh, come on, dude"? Like where it really made you go like, okay, I guess the script says so. Deus Ex Machina.
that's like a lot of movies though.
Well, one in particular.
What did you just say? American Werewolf? What?
Team America World Police did that
What?
for me.
What?
Nah, not really. I love that movie. I don't know, contrived.
Where you were just like, Jesus, dude, that's bad. Like it really took you, like launched you out of the movie. Just like he just said, where they were like, gun in the gas chamber.
Well,
some parts, I don't remember exactly what it was, but Transformers: Age of Extinction. I went to go see it with my dad because he really wanted to see it.
It was great.
And, you know, halfway through the film, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I hate this film. It is insulting to my intelligence.
You know what? The Last Jedi did that for me.
Oh, God.
When freaking Rey got to Luke Skywalker and gave her the
Oh, and he just tosses the lightsaber?
Yeah, dude. I got out of, I left the cinema.
To me, I think it was more whenever she beat him in a lightsaber fight.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, she beats Luke Skywalker.
I don't care. La 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 la.
I disavow all of those fucking films.
It's all fan fiction. It doesn't.
It all fan fiction.
Yeah. Shut up, dog.
Shut up, dog.
Hit the way.
I don't
He
know.
doesn't
Man, you know,
understand.
for a while there was like Fast and the Furious, where I was just like, "What the fuck is this? What are these fucking people doing?" And then somebody was like, "Yeah, man, that's just fucking like." Excuse me. That's just like Hot Wheels the movie. I sound like the little mouse, like touche, pussycat. I'm like all drunk and shit, but I'm not. but it's like
I was the one that was drinking scotch earlier.
It's just Hot Wheels the movie. You know what I mean? It's like it's Matchbox the movie.
Dude, it's all about family, man.
Yeah, you're like, fuck it. Like, wait a minute. He just jumped off a cliff in his car, and he like grabs hold of some cable and then swings his car around.
It's the power of family.
Fuck it.
Man.
How many of those movies exist?
10.
Too fucking many of them.
Too many.
Man, they're getting awesome. At one point, dude, they're just gonna. Van Diesel's gonna open up the trunk of his car and he's gonna pull out a fucking mask and fucking put that on, dude.
Dude, if they had just called it Mask out the gate, I would be a fan.
Oh yeah, dude. You mean Mask?
If they called it Mask out the gate, then all of this would make sense. But
well, it's slowly built up. You know what I mean? Where it's like one cop is going after one street racer named Dom, and that was the first one, and then and then the second one they team up.
It's a love story. The second one between a man and a man.
I don't know. I don't know about that. If that's what you want to see through,
I just saw what I wanted to see. I saw
what
some.
you
That
want to
was some
see
gay
in the movie with your hand down your fucking pants. That's you.
Well, I don't know. Like
But
to
I'm
me,
saying
the biggest
something
fiction
racist.
was selling Michelle Rodriguez as hot.
Dude, Tyrese wanted to kiss Paul Walker the entire movie, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Did he?
What in the fuck?
I don't know.
expected it. I was like, this is
But
so
then
gay.
it's just like as their crimes escalate, they meet newer people, and then like whatever
Bigger
bad guy
criminals.
they have, like becomes
Part
like
of the
their
family.
next teammate. Yeah.
Part
Where
of
it's
the
like
family.
first Rock was like, "I'm gonna take you down," and then now he's like the fucking
say
leader
like
of the
that?
crew. You know, I'm fucking hiccuping because of this.
Well, now The Rock and Jason Statham have their own, offshoot.
Spin-off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason Statham's part of the universe?
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Yeah, dude.
I
He
like
was
Crank.
he was in the Fast and the Furious like 34 or something.
Crank just
Who
makes
was
me
in it?
laugh, dude. Crank is hilarious.
Crank
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 1
and Crank
and
2 are,
2
Yeah,
are
dude.
fantastic.
yeah, they're great movies. They're so fun.
Those are the guys that did the second Ghost Rider movie,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Neville Dean
it is.
Taylor. And
which
that
I
gamer
really
movie.
enjoyed. The second one. I wish it wasn't Nicolas Cage though. I'm sorry, Nicolas.
Yeah,
but
dude.
I just wish it wasn't.
I just wish that kid wasn't in it. That kid annoyed me.
Scratching at the door.
I don't really. I really don't remember that one, to be honest with you.
Here,
It's
I
kind
can
of dope,
refresh-
dude. He like in the
can
first Ghost Rider, it's dog shit. It's fucking like all chrome and like fresh new plastic leather.
Yeah, Mark Steven Johnson
Yeah,
seemed to be like
but
the guy for a minute for Marvel.
All of his stuff was fucking 90s.
Daredevil and that.
Well, I mean, you know, the rated R version of Daredevil is significantly better than the PG-13 version.
Yep.
But even still, the
goddamn
movie's not
waste.
great.
It's
And it's not Ben Affleck's fault. I mean, he was
Yeah.
fine as.
Where you do Simon
Affleck?
Birch. Yeah, Simon Birch, and they're like, hey, the guy who did Simon Birch, he's got to do Daredevil.
Yeah,
Here,
dude.
let me refresh your memory, Luke.
Scraping at the door! Scraping at the door!
Yeah,
It's like the,
So good.
the Ghost Rider in the second one. It's like his jacket looks like it's melting and it's all
Yeah, it's dirtier
pumped
and
up.
grittier,
His
and
skull-
yeah.
the
he
skull
looks like
isn't
he's
just like-
constantly on fire.
Yeah, dude, like the skull doesn't have just like it just has like a little flame on it. It looks like a
it's not
burning
steam.
tire. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's like it's got black smoke like billowing off of him, dude. He looks like a fucking toxic waste hazard. It's fucking dope. And it's got that Idris Elbow in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He was in that Shobbs and Hawes movie. The Rock and what's his name? They did the movie and
Yeah.
Idris Elbow
Jason
was
Statham?
the yeah.
Who's the villain in that Ghost Rider?
The second one.
Yeah.
Remember
the first-
dude.
Was
Okay,
it Satan?
The
Wasn't it
first one,
Satan?
yeah, the first one was like the trench coat
one was-
mafia or some shit.
It was supposed to be Blackheart,
Yeah,
but
it's
it was not a good
son.
representation of Blackheart.
No.
The second one, I can't remember the guy's name, but anyway, they're looking for this kid that's supposed to be some like I don't know. The plot is kind of stupid.
Jesus,
but
Satanic Jesus.
yeah, the Ghost Rider thing is.
the kid Jesus?
No, he's the son of Satan.
Oh yeah, it is the son of Satan.
Damien Hellstrom?
Well,
No,
it's
it's not
like
that
this
either.
kid has
not that cool.
this kid is
That's
special.
unfortunate.
And so I don't know if this is like Lucifer or if it's
Yeah.
somebody else, but they're like,
Special, like short bus special?
I don't know.
You got to be careful about short bus special.
Would you consider?
Something about his body being able to like handle the entity that is Lucifer. So like Lucifer
Was
is
gonna
like
inhabit
in
them.
this like human body, but he can only do so much because the body will like fucking burn up or whatever, So he's like, oh, if I can transfer my essence
To this
and possess
child.
this child, then like
Mhm.
he can handle my shit and like I'll have like the perfect
Oh my
car,
God.
the perfect vehicle.
Do you guys consider the supernatural run of the
Unbelievable.
Marvel universe kind of like a garbage heap? Do you think it's worthy?
I like it. I mean,
You know what I'm talking
There's a lot of cool characters.
Yeah,
in
but
it.
Mephisto-
who's writing, man. Yeah.
Yeah, Mephisto's
Did it
cool.
ever have a good shake?
Well, Mephisto was initially part of the Infinity War saga, I think.
Yeah.
So
They
I
have
like
had a
Mephisto-
dog
I like
shit
Mephisto with
shake
the
so far,
Fantastic
dude.
Four.
Werewolf at Night was dog shit. And Werewolf at Night had
You didn't
fucking
like it?
Man Thing in it, dude. It's like
You like
that's
crude stuff?
that's like your entry into
well,
the Marvel.
wait,
fucking,
are you
like,
talking about
horror.
movies or are you talking about comics?
Comics. Like the Midnight Suns kind of rung of Marvel.
Mm.
Some of the Midnight Sun stuff was fun. I mean, it wasn't all good. The
not only
Darkhold
that,
some of it was fun.
You had
not all of
Nightmare.
it was good.
Nightmare was really dope in Marvel Comics Presents when Sam Keith was doing it. That was a sick storyline. Especially you got Sam doing the artwork for that as Nightmare, and people, that's cool. You know, great visuals.
Sleepwalker was always a really interesting, weird book.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was good at first. I mean, if when done really well, it fits, but they can make it out of place real easily. Doctor Strange delves into the horror aspects of things too.
The Eye of Agamotto.
I did like that Midnight Suns Andy Kubert run that they did. Remember?
Yeah.
Where they kind of relaunched it for a little bit.
Yeah. The Ghost Rider, Punisher, Wolverine, Hearts of Darkness is fucking phenomenal.
Really good. John Romita Jr., right?
Mm-hmm. John Romita Jr., yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's some really good stuff, but you can obviously go way off the tracks with it.
Yep.
I think I was more of a Werewolf by Night fan because I just like Mike Ploog a lot.
I'm sorry, Will, what?
I think I just liked Mike Ploog stuff. I don't know if I liked it.
Yeah, Mike Ploog is great.
What's up, Anthony?
What's up, Anthony?
You have the link.
Fucking Matt Bahr has that Gene Golan, artist edition.
Yeah, I like.
Dude, I was so excited to see. Like, I am a huge fan of Werewolf by Night. You know, I like werewolf shit, and so that was like my werewolf in Marvel. You know, and like I watched the show and was just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Hey, I didn't bother with Moon Knight or Werewolf by Night. Like I liked Moon Knight back when they actually played with the crazy. Like, he's schizophrenic. Yeah. And, is he talking to an Egyptian god, or is he just fucking batshit?
Yeah.
That was cool.
I stopped watching Disney and Marvel after they did the Captain America Falcon thing. I didn't like that.
You're not excited for a New World Order?
That was the end for me.
I stopped after Phase 2. I stopped paying attention.
Anything labeled New World Order can suck a bag of fucking donkey dicks.
They renamed it, but
I'm just saying, as a general fucking rule. As a general rule.
And Daredevil on Netflix.
It's called like Brave New World.
Daredevil on Netflix was great. Disney Plus is going to absolutely fuck Daredevil and the Punisher up.
Dude, I don't know, like Daredevil and Punisher on Netflix were good.
Is it still John Bernthal?
They were.
Yeah, but freaking
still John Bernthal.
Iron Fist, which is my favorite Marvel character, was a piece of shit.
Who?
Iron Fist.
That was
Netflix.
terrible.
That was
terrible.
terrible.
Man, they fucked that shit.
Dude, and Iron Fist is my favorite, man. Like
Iron Fist is awesome, man. He's a great character.
Such a good idea, such a cool concept.
Yeah,
even if it is a
that whole fish out of water aspect of him, and learning to adapt.
Have you read like the Immortal Cities tournament run?
Is that the one that Carrie Andrews did?
I think so, dude. But it's like a freaking kung fu movie, man. Like every city has a champion, and they like call up their shots. And then you have like this sumo fighter called like Fat Cobra. Dude, it's just everything is cool about that.
Is that like a recent story, like within the last 10 years?
A little
15?
bit older. 15 years, yeah.
Okay, then that was probably Carrie Andrews. He had a nice long run on Immortal Iron Fist, and people fucking loved it, dude.
Dude, that was freaking awesome. Man.
I have a Power Man Iron Fist sketch cover.
Yeah.
Wish you would do that page, or I'd send it
By
to
the
you.
way,
I used to collect like Heroes for Hire. Back in
Heroes for Hire was a good book back in the day, man.
Pedro,
It was fun.
Did you actually hear what they're doing with how they're going to like integrate X-Men?
No,
into the movie?
I don't want to hear it.
What?
This
is rumors.
Hit us, Will.
Well, it's okay. Well, Miss Marvel is going to be back.
Already it sucks. Okay, go ahead.
And she's going to be a mutant.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Go rewind.
Miss Marvel's a mutant. Yep.
I had a hard time following what they're going to do, but what it sounds like is they're trying to find a way to bring mutants into their world, and they don't want to call it X-Men because it has men in the title, so they want to call it
for
mutants.
fuck's sake.
X them.
Yeah. No, New Mutants. That's what they want to call it.
Oh, New Mutants.
The Mutants. Just the Mutants.
And the way they want to do it is, I guess there was an upload of all of the mutants into Cerebro to make a copy of them, and then now they can download them into Pod People bodies.
Which is what they're doing in the current fucking comic books because all of the X-Men are fucking dead several fucking times over, and they just keep getting brought back as fucking plant clones.
I thought Chris Claremont
Are you
was back.
serious? What the fuck?
It was part of the Hickman run. It was only supposed to go on for a little while, and then, now they're all separatists up on their own fucking mutant island, Krakoa, and they've got these mutant plants that fix everybody's diseases, but they sell it to the world, so they're now like drug kingpins from their fucking independent island, and it's fucking bullshit. Like, it was a cool story, and there was going to have a beginning, middle, and end, and then they hijacked it from Hickman, and the fucking idiots are running the asylum, so fuck the X-Men.
Yep, that's how they're doing it, to integrate the other title that they acquired through Fox.
I thought Claremont was back doing X-Men.
Dumb. They're dumb.
No, Chris Claremont won't be allowed to do X-Men. He's too boomer.
No,
for them.
they paid Chris Claremont to not write X-Men.
Oh, okay, that's what it was?
They literally gave him money to not write anything because they had to give X-Men writing jobs to people that can't fucking
What's really
write to
funny
save
is
their
that
ass.
he's a good liberal, but not liberal enough for them. You know what I mean?
No, he's an old liberal.
He's a normal person, is what he is.
His sin is age. That's a
Yeah.
problem. They
He's
need
an old boomer.
inspirational people, like the guys who work in that submarine. You know, you need inspirational people that will sell the image of the company. Youthful.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
could've done
Sometimes
that
it
with
seems like the
Snap,
wages
you're
of
right.
stupidity is death these days. So
Stupidity is currency
And
today.
Scarlet Witch,
Stupidity or death.
Yeah, stupidity or death.
Yeah, Claremont got a good point. If they just done something with the Snap with the mutants, maybe.
Yeah,
that
that's
would've
what
made
that
sense.
should do with Scarlet Witch. No more mutants. It's fucking
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, stripling bomb. That would make sense.
Why doesn't the world remember mutants? Oh, because Scarlet Witch, we've already seen, can alter reality. Snapped them all out of existence, like the Thanos snap. Oh,
Or 4 billion people just show up again from another dimension they were snapped to, and they have powers. Fine.
All the ideas
sure.
you guys are calling out are dumb and stupid.
Yeah.
It's
No,
better
we
than-
definitely have to have them uploaded to Cerebro and downloaded into pod people bodies. That makes a lot more fucking
No,
sense.
that's dumb. That's dumb too. That's the dumbest.
Yeah.
The one that they're going to
That's
go
the one
with. That's
billions
the
of
dumbest
dollars
one.
are going to go towards.
Yeah.
Dog, you're not making any sense.
See,
Shut up.
the shitty thing is that Hickman's story, like his run started out really cool. It was a neat, high concept story, and then the idiots that clearly don't understand high concept fucking anything came in and hijacked the story, and he just left. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm not
Why
gonna wait
don't they
around."
Why don't they say, "Hey, the X-Men and Professor X was doing their stuff during the same period as like the original Ant-Man and the original Fantastic Four." Like I always say, "Yo, go back to Mad Men with Fantastic Four. Like do that with the X-Men and
That's
have
what they
like
should do. The Fantastic
X-Men-
Four should be a period piece.
Yeah, and then do like fucking X-Men in like the 70s, and then you could have the fucking 84 X-Men and shit, you know what I mean? And then just have them all period pieces, because then it'd be like, yeah, all the X-Men shit, all the mutant shit was happening right before fucking Iron Man showed up. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to like
Yeah, but there's
like,
no mention
fit
of
it
any
in.
of it.
Yeah, there's no mention of it, and
That
that's
would be-
where
Yes,
Wanda
because
comes
that will
in.
be a mutant. That will be somebody going. That will be a snapping of the fingers, right? That'll be a snapping of a fucking Ben Franklin, right? He'll snap. Everybody will forget their mutants, and then in the next movie, at the end, they'll fucking snap the fingers, and like suddenly everybody will remember that there's fucking mutants.
Didn't they?
Like the Sentry, you know what I
But
mean?
yeah,
Like,
they
nobody
did that with
remembered
the
the
Sentry.
Sentry, and then all of a sudden everybody is like, "Oh yeah, the Sentry is fucking
Well-
best friends with the Hulk." Like what?
From what I
Okay,
understand, they
let's
tried to
roll.
pull that shit with the Eternals. Like they forgot who they were, and it's like, I'm sorry, nobody gives a shit about the Eternals because you didn't do fuck all to build them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Your mic's popping a little bit, Luke.
Of course it is, motherfucker.
Yeah, nobody
It's been popping. I
remembers.
said it already.
Yeah, the Eternals don't remember themselves, and nobody remembers Yellen anyway. So
And it's isn't it Franklin Richards? Isn't that?
Or whoever, yeah.
Yeah, but I remember the name because I remember you and I were talking about what's his name, and we couldn't remember the name, and I think it's Franklin Richards. That's why we're getting
the
Franklin
son?
all the time. Yeah, Reed Richards' son. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
fucking omnipotent motherfucker.
Yeah. He can create universes. Yeah. But yeah, that
Dude,
would be...
when you make a character that powerful, like where do you take it though? That's
You
what
don't-
I hate. Yeah, it's like a freaking like 12-year-old playing D&D. Like I'm gonna make the most powerful wizard. Hey!
And you just keep rolling. You keep rolling until you get perfect stats.
Yeah, exactly. Just like
It's kind of like
18.
it's almost like a
18.
non-creative escape,
Yeah.
a safety net in a way. Like
Yeah.
it's like just in case we screw up, though, we do have the one character that can just fix everything. Say, hey,
I know.
but
Just
what are you
hire.
working on?
Who's working on what?
I was gonna ask Bahr what he's working on.
Yeah, what are you working on, Bahr?
Can't say.
Oh,
Okay. Why? I love it. Everybody
you
comes
see
on my
this,
channel to work on stuff that they can't talk about.
Yeah.
can't you say the type of work?
So
How's
I
my
do-
mic sound now?
I do
Sound
like
good.
freelance work
Okay.
for somebody,
I know.
and he's got some HOA issues. So he sent me like a couple of photos of something, and then he sent me like a photo of the guy at the HOA is giving him a problem. So I'm like fucking photoshopping like fucked up images for this dude.
It's
But
just
fuck it, he's paying me whatever. You know what I mean? It's like
I
yeah,
mean,
just
he's
bill
paying
me
you
for
money
the
for
same
it. Fuck
amount.
it, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, all
It's
right, I'll
money.
fucking draw. I'll draw your weird little like fucking.
A gig's a
revenge
gig, man. I
images.
mean, shit. You want to waste your money on this? I ain't gonna tell you no.
Of course, Matt Bahr would be a mercenary
Like,
for such a
Matt,
thing.
I want you to draw me a blanket full of dicks.
I need you to
I'll
shit
pay
talk
you
to me,
well,
Matt Bahr.
baby.
wow, we went a
Done.
while without talking about penises.
Done.
I know, right?
Some buttholes.
It's Hockey's favorite subject.
I wanna talk about the penis
You know-
and butthole and meat in the middle.
Fantastic. I liked what's his face's Doom. He did a good Doom. I thought he was good as Doom.
You mean what's his name from the
Nip
the
Tuck?
first the
Fuck
Chris Columbus
no,
movie?
Dude.
You didn't like him as
Fuck
Doom?
no.
Julian
dude, no.
Julian McMahon
Assange?
or something like
He
that.
didn't even have
Julian
a fucking
Assange.
accent, dude.
No.
Just talk like a normal fucking
Yeah, but that's
American.
not his. Okay, that's not his fault.
He
the
did
script
have an
didn't call-
accent because he was an Australian. That was an Australian actor who played
Either
that.
way,
You know what? My point is, fucking Doctor
that's
Doom
not his fault
has
though. That's
like
the
a,
script. That's not his fault.
It's still
Yeah.
better than any other representation we've seen of Doom on screen.
As an
Just
actor,
saying.
he has some fucking leeway in like what he can bring to the. Yeah, he does,
Yeah,
man. He's like, hey, oh, this guy. Yeah, I looked up him. He's from a fucking European country.
Liberia.
Yeah,
Do you
look what
think
happened
I
with Henry
should
Cavill.
I should maybe add something a little
Look at-
deeper to my
Look at
voice?
Henry Cavill in The Witcher. He was like, "Yeah, this isn't according to the character," and they're like, "Yeah, we don't care."
Well, at least
So-
he bounced, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
he
there's a
can't
reason
work
why
in
he
Hollywood.
pieced the fuck out of that.
He demands canon, adherence to canon.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh no! How dare you, you weirdo!
You're a white Catholic canon lover.
Yeah.
How dare you!
And
Get out!
Yeah.
And
You're gonna burn
male.
a witch later. Yeah.
That doesn't help.
Priests.
Well, hopefully he'll make
Canon
something
lovers.
out of 40K.
I don't know, man. Like I don't trust anybody anymore.
Doubt it.
Hockey, it's you or me, all right? Somebody else will make big. Thanks, Hockey. Pedro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm working on waifus and kaijus.
And no, you can't see it.
Yeah, I can't. We're
Wait.
not allowed to see that. So
Yeah, you're allowed to see it.
no,
I was doing a
not
logo
allowed.
earlier for
No.
Kaiju Saki. That's kind of fun. That's a damn Plegel book that's like already finished. I'm just doing
Yeah.
a logo for it.
Well, I'm happy for Plegel.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, dude, I'm.
You should be,
Baby,
sir.
you should be.
And I agree with Sibling Vaughn. FF needs to start with them coming out of the negative zone. It's where they've been
Yeah.
for decades, but it's only been like a month for them. I think that's the perfect thing to do.
Yes, dude. It's
But they're not
so-
going to do that because it is the perfect thing to do.
So I'm saying you have him in like that fucking Mad Men era, and then they do some crazy shit, and then all of a sudden bloop boop, they fucking pop into the modern day, you know.
Or
It wouldn't be hard to do.
I think it was Hicks villain. You could do something like Deadpool. He has Cable's time traveling device. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding, Bahr.
I know. It's like, give me something.
It's
other
a
than
fucking crutch
multiverse.
these days, man. It really is.
Dude, I watched The Flash. Fuck it, man. Holy macaroni.
Not even my nostalgia for Michael Keaton as Batman is going to get me to watch that load of trash.
I'll watch it when it's free on HBO, and that'll be in the fall.
Dude, you could literally watch all the Batman fight scenes on YouTube right now if you want. And I was just like, Jesus fuck. Right? Like,
sweet. I want to go
like
fucking look those up after this show.
Yeah, dude. Like 3 hours after I sat there and watched this fucking nightmare of a fucking movie, I saw that clip on fucking YouTube. I was like, God damn it!
Nightmare of a movie with a nightmare of an actor. So I mean,
Hollywood doesn't have the level of autist they used to, because that's what's required to do good time travel.
Dude, even let's say he wasn't a fucking kook outside of like the movie, like Ezra Miller, like he's just really fucking annoying. Like the movie, I just felt like every time they had two options, like, oh, do we make him look cool or do we make him look like awkward and creepy? Let's go with awkward and creepy.
Always.
It's like always, man. It was like,
and
then it's like,
oh,
I'm a
has
virgin.
another way to act. I mean, did you see him in that Fantastic Beasts movie?
I mean,
he was awkward and creepy.
Yeah, he fits that
yeah,
role
but
perfectly.
this is like he's like spazzy in this. It's like he's like on coke the whole time.
Yeah, it's like that whole like I'm so stupid I must be cute routine thing. You know, it's like, come on, guys, just get a good actor.
You know what? I mean, again, this is all hindsight maybe, but they should have connected the fucking DC TV series shows with
and get that actor.
Movies. Yeah, they could have. They had a perfectly good Flash that they could have incorporated into the JLA.
He was a better
man. They had a fucking perfectly good Green Arrow, even though they started to like dip into the Ra's al Ghul shit, and I was like, why don't y'all just call this fucking Batman, you fucking assholes?
Yeah.
But I mean, that first season was
a
dope.
perfectly good Flash. I have to agree with you, Matt. Like,
you know, I'm not sure why they never do Batman on TV. I always wondered that as well, because Arrow was clearly supposed to be Batman.
Which is so dumb, dude, because it's like, why? Like Green Arrow was fine, and then they started like expanding it, and it's like, oh no, that's not connected to the TV shows. It's like, this stuff is actually a little bit better than that fucking Shield shit that they were doing. Oh well. Oh well.
Rad, man.
Well.
Moving right along.
Oh well.
Moving on.
Oh well. You know what I mean? Like, oh well. In a couple years, I'll have some new shit.
Do your kids and wife want to see Barbie, Bahr?
No, Barbie wasn't really a thing for my wife, and my kids are like,
they're probably too young.
They're too young, and it's like apparently like the Barbie movie. It's like it's for like adults who used to play with Barbies, rather than like, hey, are you 12? Let's go see the Barbie movie. Like
it's
that.
For
it's just
women who used to play with Barbies.
Yeah.
Like dude. Like they already asked me
just
3
fine,
times.
I guess. Like that's cool. And
that's
like,
fine.
I mean, will I ever see it? I don't know.
Of course you will.
I'm not gonna go out of my way.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna watch it because I'm a man. I'm a grown man.
Dude, I'm fucking super straight. I'll fucking watch Brokeback and fucking not give a fuck. I mean, I'll watch Barbie, but
it's not gonna piss me off.
My point is,
it
needs to be on like Prime, and I need to have like already watched Nefarious like 12 times, and then I'll.
I gotta be high.
I'll watch Barbie. You know?
Yeah, that helps. But I mean,
but yeah, it's like I didn't own Barbies. But I do appreciate, I guess, that they were like, oh, let's kind of be different with it. But because they do already have like a fuck ton of like CGI Barbie movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know, like if little kids want fucking Barbie shows, like they got them fucking, they got them
in spades. All right,
yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
They have CGI
so this
Barbie
is something
movies
different.
and Tinkerbell movies. That's like.
But I guess you need to let them know. You know, that way you don't
can't
have like
escape.
kids showing, like going, what the fuck is this?
Can't escape Barbie talk. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Bahr's married, so I figured maybe his wife had played with them when they were young. That's why I asked him.
It seems to be like a 2-year-old.
She hadn't, I asked her about it today. Like I was actually talking to her about what Ethan had said. I like read her a tweet. I was like, "What do you think about this?" And she was like, "Okay, that sounds interesting." I'm like, "Do you want to go see it?" And she was like, "No." Look, okay.
Thank you.
All right.
She wants to watch fucking Law and Order over and over again.
Nice.
Fucking,
Criminal Intent.
That's good.
She don't give a shit, dude. She'll watch Law and Order,
Yeah,
and then she'll
I
go
like
through
Criminal
Criminal Intent, and then she'll go through fucking
Criminal Intent's
Special
got
Victim Unit and shit.
It's got D'Onofrio in it. I like Criminal Intent.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
D'Onofrio.
It's kind of a Sherlock Holmes-y kind of a setup where it's like he's kind of like breaking shit through, and then she's like his Watson.
Yeah, that's a good metaphor analogy.
Yeah,
analogy.
I like Stabler though. That's my man.
Which one was
I like. I think he's in SVU. He's the guy. He was in the Man of Steel movie as one of the generals or something.
Was he Zod?
No, he wasn't Zod.
No,
he was on the American side. Nah, not the black dude. He was the dude who was like, "It's a good day to die" or something, and he like crashes the airplane.
Oh
yeah.
He brings out the knife with the.
Yeah,
with the
and he was the guy who fondled sweaters in Hot Wet American Summer.
I just remember him as Freak Show and Harold and Kumar.
Gonna fond. Yeah, he was Freak
dude.
Show. Yeah,
didn't he acted in that Netflix series where he was like hanging around with the cartoony like unicorn?
Mm-hmm.
And he was married to the Silk Spectre.
Oh, that dude. Yeah. That unicorn series was written by Grant Morrison, the original comic book.
Happy? I think it was called Happy or something.
Happy Harry. Yeah.
Hard On.
Happy Harry.
But yes, that's the movie, but yeah, it's Pump Up the Volume.
It's a good movie.
Happy Henry or something like that.
Take off and
Happy the Unicorn. Yeah,
be around
it was
together.
Happy in the Unicorn.
Those Tylenols kicking in, Will?
Yeah.
All right,
Matt Bahr, I continue
What's
to
up, motherfucker?
create something for you to draw
Bitch.
and get your oversight on and told it sucks.
I'm gonna take a shit right on it.
Kinky.
Pedro, you have a good night.
You too, Guillermo.
Or
Take
day,
care.
wherever the hell you are. I don't know. Hocky,
It's night.
have a great dusk, wherever. Death Metal Hero, enjoy the
Longest
rain.
goodbye ever.
Jason,
Sir.
you know how I regard you, and good night, everyone.
Good night, buddy.
Take it easy, Will. Have a good one, buddy.
See ya.
Make sweet love to your hand and then go to bed, big guy.
That took forever.
Damn it, Matt. I didn't need to hear that, especially
It was
like
a-
right in my ear.
You need
It
to
was
hear
a
these
long.
things.
It was a long.
Make love
goodbye.
to your hand. Sleep on it.
Getting all ASMR up in this bitch.
Get some oil up on it.
Rub that comb into your hair and dig
Tresemme.
into that pillow. Tresemme.
Think about something about Mary.
Yeah, you know, there's no other really. I mean, is Oppenheimer that exciting? I mean, everybody
People
kind of
like it.
knows what happens. Like, hey, they build
Yeah.
a town, a couple of guys die.
Japan
blow
didn't like the
some shit up.
results.
I guess that happens after the first hour, and the rest of the movie is kind of like delves into like the trials afterwards and like
Dealing with the
Really?
The fallout,
of the bomb.
literally
Fallout.
But I'm Jing.
What was the budget on the actual explosion? I heard that they were like, we got all the fucking IMAX cameras in the world pointing at this one.
Yeah, because they released the
barrel
nuke.
of explosion.
They released a nuke.
Yeah,
Did they literally release a nuke?
Yeah, dude, he dropped a real bomb.
But it wasn't an actual nuke.
I don't know if it was
Probably
an
more of a
actual nuke,
hydrogen
but it was,
bomb.
It was
Yeah,
more
but it's
like
still
a Tsar bomb or something.
Still a
like,
freaking bomb, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap, but I mean, you know, what did he say in that one movie?
I don't know.
Gasoline is cheap.
Depends on where you pick it up. You know, I hear they get left over in other countries every now and then.
Yeah, it's gunpowder and gasoline. They're
I mean, if you go to Pakistan, you
gunpowder
might
and
get
gasoline, they're cheap.
Yep. They're cheap.
Lord.
That's a good movie. I like that one.
You know, I feel that they really fucked it up by not connecting the DC universe to the Batman movies. Like
Yeah.
even though
The
Christopher
Nolan
Nolan was
movies?
like, I don't want them to be connected. Be like, man, get the fuck out of the way, dude. You're just the
Yeah.
director. Like,
Yeah, he doesn't own it. He's the director.
you know,
But
and
that's the thing,
because
that's the
he was
thing,
like, no,
yeah.
he was like, I don't want Superman to be connected, but I'm gonna go ahead and be executive producer and make everything look like gray and shit, like the fucking Batman movie. It's like I like the Batman movies. I like them a lot.
They're okay.
Except for the last one. Yeah. The last one was dog shit. But
The last one had the dumbest fucking ending I've ever seen in a superhero
ending was
film.
pretty
dumbest
dumb, yeah.
beginning, dude.
And
Like,
also,
you're gonna tell me
a
he
horrible
gave up
Catwoman.
the cowl after fucking for 10 years because she died? Like, give me a fucking break. His
And that
parents
Catwoman
died.
casting
Like,
was
he's
terrible.
fucking-
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, and how
I like Anne Hathaway, but yeah, she was
but
she
she's
was
not
not
that
utilized in that film at all.
They should have done like a fucking newscast montage of like, you know, that year he got the ventriloquist, then the next year he got Penguin, and then the next year he got a fucking freak show called Killer Croc. You know what I mean? Like, they could have like, and then they show him at the present day, like, and then it shows like present day, and he's like, you know, starting to feel it in his knees and shit.
Yeah.
Because in the movie they're like, oh, you don't have any cartilage in your knees, and he's like, oh, I don't know why. That's crazy. It's like, well, you haven't been doing anything. Why would you not have any cartilage? You just been sitting in your fucking house for 10 years, you dickhead. Like
Silver's question, is anything good in the world? It's like, yeah, it's just there's a lot of crap too. Like, look at all the comics that are coming
I don't
out.
mean to, I don't mean to knock.
and stuff. Like
What should I
Oppenheimer here
praise?
is
There's
good.
total stuff
Yeah.
to praise. There's lots of stuff to praise. I don't mean to just.
And
be a
from what I hear,
dickhead. I'm
actually,
sorry.
people that do watch the Barbie movie actually like it. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just it's not made for us, is all. But like, there are plenty of good things. You know,
Yeah.
look at
Again,
Type
I am
1 launched.
am completely ambivalent to its existence.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the people who do watch it, they like it. So,
Good.
like, there are good things. Just like everything, there's a lot of bad things too. But once again, we're in the era almost where there's just an overabundance of bad
bullshit.
garbage. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The way
There's
I
an
see it, man.
overabundance of people that don't know how to fucking write a damn thing.
Yeah, dude. But the way I see it is like, okay, I can leave the Barbie movie alone because it's not my thing. But they can leave like Captain America and all like the things I like alone because they have to insert themselves into that. And that's kind of like the lesson.
Yeah, especially in the comics, Bucky took over as Cap. Like, he did.
Yeah.
Do it. What's the problem?
No. We gotta have Sam Wilson in there. We can't let him have a career as the Falcon first.
The
No.
Falcon
We
is
gotta.
fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
The Falcon is super dope, and you know they miss. I'm gonna bitch for just another second.
Do
But
it, do it.
why be negative? Okay, so the Falcon, he gets his fucking army designed Tony Stark enhanced wings like destroyed. So who shows up with some new wings? Wakanda shows up with some new wings. Wakanda. What can do? What can don't?
What can don't?
Right? Shows up with some
Walking
fucking
problem.
wings. What do they look like? They look like the same fucking wings he just had, dude. Like,
Exactly.
when he opened up the wings, I was expecting him to be like
Have, like, a
articulated feathers. You know what I mean? Like,
that would have been sick.
because like in the comic book, he has like kind of like red feathers. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
kind of articulated. I was like, dude, if he's gonna open up and have like red fucking feathers, no.
That's what they should have done,
They
but
should
you know,
have made out of
again,
vibranium, dude.
Like
Vibranium,
like a
feathers and
maroon,
shit.
dark, shiny vibranium. Or
Yes,
something like
dude.
That.
in order for shit like that to happen, you would need people that actually, one, care about the characters, two, do enough research to bring that up.
Like,
You know, nobody's
Archangel-
going to do that.
Like Archangel in the X-Men Apocalypse movie, right?
Oh,
when
yeah.
he like fucking made his wings all metal and shit, you know, for the
Yeah.
end of the movie.
That was sick, man.
That was dope as fuck. Like they could have just like done like a more toned down version of that, and I would have fucking came in my pants. But I saw as soon as they opened the bag, and I was like, "Those are the same fucking wings."
Yeah, dude.
I'd have been disappointed if I was Wilson. I'd be like, "Yo, I'm fucking black, man. You can fucking
fucking
give me
black,
some
like-
fucking good shit.
Yeah,
like, don't just."
Put a boombox.
Yo,
What?
yo, I'm black,
the
right?
rims?
Like, give me
Where
some
the
of the
spinning
good
rims,
wings.
baby? Yeah,
Spinning
like,
rims.
Where's the rims and the boombox?
That's not
I want
racist
some
at all.
spinning rims on my wings, yo.
My wings. You know what? I want a barbecue smoker on my wings.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus
nice. That you could say that. I can't.
Pedro can say it. We're not.
Yeah, I can't go that far with a joke with you. I'm gonna have to watch.
Damn.
it.
I mean,
Bahr and I are dipping out on that one.
what else are you gonna add to that picnic on the wings, Pedro? Because I can think of 2 other things, but
You know what? A grape soda dispenser on my wings.
Jesus.
Grape soda.
Not grape. It's called purple drink.
Purple drink dispenser on my wings. Yeah.
Just about.
So yeah, man. I just, I don't know.
Opportunities. Again,
Lots
it's
of
because you have people in charge of these that don't care. They're not interested in doing the cool little things.
You're popping like crazy.
But I agree with what you're saying. The people that they're hiring, and I think it's with the editors, I think it's with the showrunners. I don't think these people are fans. I think these people are just like, oh, hey, that's a cool job opening. I'll apply. And then it's like they kind of get it because some of these people are like, we don't want to hire fans. Like, we don't want to hire anybody who's like actually read these comics. It's like,
fans are passionate.
What the fuck is going on? That's when you have somebody who's like running WandaVision.
Oh.
And they're like, so,
who's Mephisto?
Yes!
Bitch,
dude,
you did not
like,
just say who's Mephisto and you're running the WandaVision.
Dude, I cannot even believe
Bitch, you are dealing with her kids. How the fuck you going to get her kids without Mephisto?
Yeah.
I don't know. They managed to not do it right.
I didn't even bother finishing WandaVision. I mean,
no, I
what
didn't either,
they were doing at the beginning.
I didn't either.
I heard that and I was like,
they're just
really?
too fast with this shit.
Like,
all the stuff that fucking Marvel is trying to push out is shit that's happened in like the last 15 years. They're like skipping over like the last 40 years worth of fucking like
awesome
Marvel
quality
stuff.
stories.
Yeah, you know why? Because of fucking royalties. Probably they don't want to fucking
Exactly.
pay out royalty to the old white guys that were fucking cranking
Or their
this shit
families.
out.
You mean the motherfuckers that built the shit? Yeah.
Yes, dude. No, they want to fucking pay royalties to fucking ex-sex workers, fucking in wheelchairs.
Oh yeah, that really.
I have nothing against them, but I'm just saying, like, Jesus fuck, come on.
Yeah.
Why don't you get some Chris Claremont writing, dude? That would bring back X-Men so fucking hard.
Hell,
that know their
why
stuff.
don't you hire Ann Nesenti to come back and write some quality X-Men tales?
What's going on, fellas?
Chuck Dixon, get Chuck Dixon on Punisher for fuck's sake.
No, Chuck Dixon was canceled long before anybody else.
Yeah.
Like
He was he's like the original canceled.
Chuck.
Yeah, dude, and he's writing
Bring him
Alpha
back.
Core now.
You wheel up a fucking barrel of gold bricks.
Dude, he's writing
with
Alpha Core now.
Mickey Mouse stamps on there, and you fucking have him redo it.
He's
He's doing his own thing. He's enjoying his own shit, but
yeah, dude.
He's got novels, man. Like, Chuck is a very prolific writer. He did this vampire book. It was just a one-shot book called Blooded that I really enjoyed. You know, it was kind of a different take on vampires. And, I messaged him. I was like, yo, dude, I enjoyed this book. Is there going to be another one? He's like, yeah, it was kind of a one-off. Sorry. I was like, oh, fuck.
Bring hot sauce.
Oh, they're adding stuff?
Yeah, he said they didn't bring hot sauce.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
it'll be like hot lead coffee when they meet.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember when Hillary Clinton had like sauces on her purse.
Yeah, everything is dumb. It's all dumb. They fucked it all up. It's time to get rid of it all.
Yeah, I've been listening to the conversation.
New things.
I hope a Saudi Arabian prince buys Marvel and just scraps everything, like fucking Dallas, like it's that fucking Patrick Duffy in the shower, like he's not dead,
God.
like the last 10 years of Marvel was like on an alternate Earth, and we're now back on the normal one.
Well, Pedro and I were talking about this. What was it?
Saturday?
Saturday, yeah. Saturday. And like we even say, we just watch older movies now that we know are good.
Yeah.
You know? Like I said, I watched Airplane. I watched The Other Guys again for like the 500th
Oh,
time.
dude, The Other Guys.
I watched Serpico the other day.
Serpico's so good.
Yeah, dude, I'm like totally into like late 70s movies with like weird film grain. I'm like,
we got a Plegel.
What's up, Plegel?
I heard weird film grain and I showed up.
Yes.
was like a siren song. He couldn't resist.
It's true. It's true.
You came from San Diego Comic-Con, my friend.
Yeah. Wow.
I did. I had a good time. I met lots of comic people down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy how many comic people I met. Although I didn't meet Eric July, which I slightly regret because it would be interesting to see what he was like in person. But yeah, it was crazy. Aaron Lopresti, no joke, literally saved my life on Thursday. So Thursday was like the last day of my chemo pill treatment, and I had doubled my chemo like the last couple days because I missed one cycle of the pills, like one morning. And so the last couple days of chemo were rough because I was taking, normally I would take 4 in the morning and then 3 at night, and I was taking like 4 in the morning, 4 at night for like 3 days in a row.
Sounds like me with joints. Shit.
Oh, dude.
And dude, like Thursday I was hurting bad. Like my friends at Famous Monsters, they got me in as part of their crew, and they got me a hotel room with my buddy Mark, and like it was a super nice hotel, like had a queen size bed all to myself. It was amazing. And air conditioning was great. And so I went down to the show,
air conditioning's always
and
nice.
I went up and tried to talk to Billy Tucci, and I was like in a fog, and it was just like I couldn't even think. So then I just kind of like when I had my moment, I just kind of like slipped away. I was like, this is all bad. And I went and saw a couple other people, but like I said, it just wasn't working, and it was like a lot of effort to walk around. So I sat most of the day at the Famous Monsters booth and was just if they need anything, I was like there to like grab something, or to, like if I saw somebody needed assistance, I would let somebody know. You know, I was doing like light duty. And then but I feel like I was more like a cheerleader there, less than actually helping. And at one point, I was just in the middle of the day around like 2 o'clock. I was just like, I'm just in the way, and I'm just like dead here. So I just went back to the hotel room and took a nap. But before that, I went. So the Famous Monsters booth was sort of like in the middle of the convention hall. So it's like, I would say it's like the convention hall is like about 4 football fields long. And so it was right in the middle. And Aaron's booth, which was over by Artist Alley, was like 2 football fields away, and full of major traffic, because that's like, to go from where I was at to where he was at, I had to travel through all the big merchandisers. Like there was the Star Wars booth, or it was the Lucasfilm booth, I should say, because they were selling Indiana Jones and Star Wars stuff. And then there was like Entertainment Earth, and all the big toy companies were all that direction. So, and then I guess Good Burger 2 was there promoting Good Burger 2. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, which is weird because I was like, that's really old to be doing a sequel.
Yeah, dude.
But anyway, I got over there, and by the time I got to Aaron's booth, I was like dying. I was just like, all the energy had drained out of my body, and I was literally kind of leaning on Aaron's booth just to stand up.
Wow.
And then Dan Frega showed up like out of nowhere, and Aaron's like, "There's Dan. We were just talking about you," because we were. And then I got emotional like a wee little bitch that I am, and like cried for like 5 minutes, and Dan consoled me. And then Aaron got up to go use the restroom or whatever, and Dan got behind the booth, and I was like, do you think Aaron would mind if I sat back there? And he's like, no. He's like, come back here. So I came back and sat down, and then Aaron came back, and he's like, how are you doing, Dan? You were looking a little rough. And I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling a little rough. I'm sorry. He's like, no. He's like, you just sit there. He's like, till you feel better, and then, he's like, whatever you need. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I probably need to go get some water eventually. And he's like, here. And he pulls out a big, like a good sized Arrowhead bottle of water that was like chilled, and handed to me. He's like, drink this. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then basically kept me from passing out. So I was just just completely thankful to him, and I had a really good time talking to Aaron for a couple hours, and then Dan Jurgens came by, and we talked to him for a while, and he was telling all kinds of cool stories and like stuff about what's been going on in the industry for the past 20 years and what he'd been working on, what he was currently working on, and Billy Tucci came by and then and Brian Polito.
They go dropping the names, man.
Yeah. So I was like, at Aaron's booth, I was seeing everybody. I even met Dan Green, which I've never met that guy before, and he was crazy nice. And then Anna, that Star Wars girl, popped up, and like it was crazy, like how many people just like went to Aaron's booth. And so I just and there was a Aaron. There's another Aaron that I met. He's a Critical Blast and like some other stuff, I believe. He's like he was a writer on Darkwing Duck, I guess, back in the day.
Oh, Aaron Sparrow. Yeah.
Yes, super nice dude.
He seems like a super nice dude.
He asked me if I was religious, and I said, I believe there's something. I don't know if it speaks to a particular domination or if it cares about all of them equally. I'm like, but yeah, I have there's too many things lately. Or just in general in my life, like things just seem like they happen, and like I don't think it's all coincidence. Like people and things come in your life and leave your life for a reason, and so I just kind of been like just kind of flowing with it lately. And he's like, well, would you be willing to let me pray for you? And I was like, sure, man. And so like me, Aaron, and him like did like this quick little prayer thing for my health, and like I felt like
nice, man.
I felt good afterwards, and like.
Awesome.
I don't know, man.
See, so
like
far
the weekend
you're saying about good things. These are all good things.
Yeah.
It was.
Whoa.
Danny boy.
Microphone.
Pipes.
Microphone.
Pipes,
Sorry.
Danny.
The pipes are calling.
So
Going
feeling
out.
like. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Like I don't feel alone per se because I can hang out with all you guys here online, but being with people in person is really like a whole other thing.
It is, man.
Always like,
it really is.
And being around like all the creative stuff and everything, and then
Man, his internet
that
is
night,
just screwing with us.
He's back.
I'm sorry. Am I there
night,
still?
That night.
That night after the convention, after I went back at 2 o'clock and passed out for about 3 or 4 hours, I woke up really refreshed, like more refreshed than I'd felt in a long time. And I got up and I was like trying to call around to see where everybody was at, all my monster people, and they were all like gone wherever they're gone. And my buddy Mark, who's a prop master for Hollywood, he's like he did all the prop effects for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series and like a bunch of other shows. And he was sharing the hotel room with me, and he's like, "Do you want to go to this thing that they're at?" And I'm like, "Well, where is it?" And we looked at it, and it was like 14 miles away, like out of San Diego, like in another town, like north above the zoo. And I was like, "Yeah, I don't think I have the energy, or that seems like a lot right now for me." And then Dan's like, he's like, "Hey, if you want to come down to this thing," he's like, I'll put your name at the front and I'll get you in." So we went down to this drink and draw thing he was doing as a promotional after party, and I hung out with Dan and everybody for a little bit. And I'm not supposed to have alcohol on chemo, and but like I really wanted to like enjoy myself because Dan was everybody was having drinks, and I was like, if I had one of those gummies, I think I would have felt great.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any gummies on me, so I was just like. I had free drink tickets, so I said, "Fuck it, give me a rum and coke."
Okay.
So I drank 2 rum and cokes, and then they passed around these pieces of paper to draw on, and everybody's like, "Dan's like, you're gonna drink and draw with me." And I was like, "All right." So like, I started trying to doodle on the paper, and at first it was really really bad, like really bad, like it was like everything I've been hating lately where like it's not working. And then what I ended up doing was I kind of did like this thing where I went, okay, I'm going to draw a tooth. Okay, I'm going to draw an eyeball. And I just started like adding things to a thing that like I didn't know what it was going to be. I just was making myself draw like an ancillary piece. And then I ended up with like 2 pieces are pretty decent. And so I was able to draw again a little bit. So that was kind of
Good.
nice.
You tricked your brain past the creative block.
Yeah, moods are
Yeah.
a thing for lovemaking and cattle.
Right, Duncan, Idaho.
Fighting, you young pup.
Actually, not Duncan, Idaho. It's Gurney Howard.
Gurney Howard.
Correct your shit.
Yeah. But, and here's the crazy thing. So I went to bed fully expecting, and I had, so this is the other thing. I had put aside money that I was like, okay, I'm going to buy maybe an art book or this or that while I was there. And I was at the show. There was literally nothing I wanted to buy. Like, I was just like, yeah, it was devoid of anything. I mean, I probably could have bought some art. 'Cause I found out later there was some really nice Travis Charest art I could have gotten, but I would have like maxed my budget out. It was like bad, like no money for take the train back sort of scenario in a bad situation.
Then it's
So-
probably a good thing you didn't know.
Right. So, but this is what happened. Is before I went everything's out of order, but this is my brain these days. So before I went to the thing with Dan, I went and got myself some dinner, and I knew that I wasn't going to, and this is also leads into why I had the rum and coke, because I knew all my my blood cell count and like my immunity was good, so I wasn't probably going to have any effects from the stuff that I wasn't supposed to have once I get heavy into chemo territory. I mean, I'm in there, but like by like I think they said by like the 4th or 5th round, like I'm gonna be jacked up, immunocompromised. I go into radiation and I'm gonna be worse. So I was just like, this might be the last time for a while I can enjoy myself. So I went to Nobu.
Okay.
And I had the best sushi I've ever had in my life by myself, and they treated me real nice there. And I spent most of my per diem that I was gonna spend on like art books or whatever there.
Nice.
And but anyway, so like I said, skipping forward again after the 2 drinks, and that I go, wow, I'm gonna be hurting tomorrow. My blood sugar's gonna be through the roof, and I'm probably gonna be feeling like shit again on Friday. I wake up Friday morning, I feel like even better than I did after I took that nap, and my blood sugar is in like super low levels, like it's where I would want it to be, like normally, like all the time. And I was like, this is crazy, because I had so many things that should have caused my sugar to skyrocket and everything.
Shut up, yeah.
Yeah. And then I went off Friday, and I had a great day, and I went and saw Aaron again like normal, and yeah, and I saw a bunch of other art friends that I hadn't seen. I talked to Brian Polito and his wife, and
They're good.
yeah, I had
Some of
my weekend
favorite
ended
geeks,
great.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have art friends.
Brian and Francesca are
I do.
awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I have friends. I don't have art friends. Are you guys my art friends?
And
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're on a
What do
home
you guys
team.
feel about Craven the Hunter?
Fucking stupid.
I think it
Doesn't need
I
to
think it looks
exist.
just like Morbius.
Morbius
It looks
doesn't
just like
need to
Morbius.
exist
It's
either,
the same.
but I mean, Morbius makes
the
more
same-
sense.
It's the exact same film, just with a vampire instead of a
Yeah,
like
he has like
animal
lion
man.
cow in his mouth or something. What?
I don't know. He looks like
Yes,
Tarzan.
something like that.
So
Something
You're damn
stupid like
dumb.
that.
Bro, we got some lion blood in him. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah.
He's got lion blood.
Can't just have him be really good at what he does. No, we got to give him some kind of pseudo spiritual like.
Just have Calypso in it. Just have
Yeah.
Calypso in it.
I know,
What's
and
wrong
what's
with that?
cool, what I always thought was cool with Craven was that he was a human being, like hunting
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Like,
Yeah.
I've already
He was
fucking
like a-
killed everything. Now I'm gonna fucking.
He was like an evil Batman,
Yes.
Yeah.
just a dude who relied on the skills to hunt superheroes, basically.
One man.
With a lion fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a lion now. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
Yeah, look at that lion. I'm gonna have sex with it.
I don't think that's what happens, Pedro.
I don't think that's what happens either.
I'm gonna intercourse that lion.
In a world where
In a
guys
world.
fuck lions.
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
them hard.
In a world
Oh,
where
I got some
jackass
of those.
writers can't
Yes.
write for shit
That's
and are
good.
devoid of creativity.
Are you drawing, Anthony?
Yeah. Well, I'm inking.
All right. Well, yeah, that's a start.
I'm glad Anthony's still here.
Would you think he left?
No,
No, he always, every time I come in, he's always leaving.
There was a time period where, like, literally every time Dan would show up, I'd be leaving, and I think he got a comment.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
All right,
Dan showed up.
Dan's here. So
Dan's here.
Dan the Downer's here with his cancer. I gotta go.
Hear him bragging about meeting Polito.
Yeah. I've known Polito since I've known Brian Polito and his wife since I was 12.
Wow.
Bragging.
Yeah.
That's just a truthful brag.
Yeah.
Grooming you.
I know. I believe you.
I knew Brian when he was a struggling music video director in Hollywood.
And he say Brian. I say Mr. Polito. Yeah. So.
And he was trying to get this Evil Ernie comic that he drew off the ground in Malibu.
Yeah.
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 Poor
Nice
guy. I hope he makes it.
I hope he does well.
Yeah, young guy.
He's got that gusto.
Yeah.
Look at Hocky. Look at
Dude,
Hocky laying down some.
He bought this new facility, this new building that is going to be their new headquarters, and it looks like crazy. It's like they showed me photos of the building before they're changing it and stuff, and it looks like a fantasy like Disney designed house or something. It's crazy looking.
Like a
it's gonna be fucking gothed and metaled up by the time
Yeah.
we're done with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they said. They're like,
fucking rad.
Does he need an
we're
artist?
changing the paint scheme.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to get it done before the Fiend Fest.
In next
Fiend
January?
Fest. Yeah, in February, I think, of next
Yeah.
year.
Thanks,
Really
Bob.
want to
Appreciate
fucking
that.
go to that.
I like Dross.
I've never been to a Fiend Fest.
Yeah, neither have I. I'd like to go to one of these days. Maybe. If I can. I don't know. I might just, I don't know, maybe when I'm doing a Mad Monster show out there. Because I'm supposed to go to the next one out there.
Well, that's cool.
If everything,
I mean, shit,
if
man,
everything
you
works
can.
out, if everything works out next summer, I will be going out there to the show.
Nice.
But
I definitely
yeah,
want to go see their new
crazy.
headquarters.
Yeah. Well, they said when I come back out, they're like, yeah, we'll definitely have you over. Just let us know when you're here. I was like, sweet.
Yeah,
They'll
I
be
haven't.
fully in there
I
by
actually
then.
haven't gotten a chance to talk to Brian face to face in a long time. 'Cause he never
Yeah.
his conventions over on this side of the country anymore.
No?
He's, because he's got, he's invested in the Phoenix Comic Con.
Oh wow.
Only people I see
Yeah.
face to face are my family.
That's
The only people that
surprising.
see
'Cause that's like
face-to-face,
a.
the cops.
Pedro's on fire tonight.
Pedro's always on fire.
Yeah. That's what happens when you bathe in lighter fluid and
Light matches.
Oh my God, who's
Right.
trafficking children in the background?
Well, that's me.
Yeah, that's Plegel.
That's the sound of freedom.
The regular sound of freedom. I was gonna say.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Anthony, no.
That's the sound of freedom in real life, friends.
Just wants to make sure that he says something in case anybody rewinds this video.
If you want to hear what the sound of not freedom is, it's me changing a diaper that's really smelly.
Oh man, yeah. That's
But
not
you know what?
freedom at all.
I do it gladly because I love him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Is it gladly though?
It is
You
gladly.
glad about it?
About shit.
I am totally glad about it. It's hilarious.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
doubt you. Alright. You say what you say. I don't judge.
Life is crazy like that. I'll be right back.
Counting the seconds.
Do it.
We all gotta start somewhere. Even the ones who
That sounds like a country song. Yeah.
wildly successful.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Pedro. It takes me an hour and a half to read a sentence.
It's all right.
Nah.
I'm not judging you.
Yes, you are. It's okay. I understand. You're better than me in every way.
No, not really.
That's fine. Oh, look at me. I'm tall and handsome.
Dude, I was born in Latin America. Dude. I'm surrounded by death and disease. So yeah.
Quit bragging.
Yeah. Exactly.
Quit bragging with your fancy life.
With your fancy life of death and disease. Who has cholera?
With your fancy eyeballs.
Eyeballs, yeah.
You and your seeing sorcery.
That's
Sorcery, I
horrible.
tell you. Silence is golden.
Sorry.
I gotta excuse, I'm drawing.
Yeah, well, yeah. Everybody's drawing, but only 3 people are actually on camera drawing.
All right, give me a second. And I'll
No,
start.
Bahr, I'm just kidding. As long as people are drawing, I'm happy.
I'm doing J-Bot's Berserker logo sketches.
You don't have to draw on screen. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Plegel's been doing it. I don't mind. Plegel's busy. The sound of the freedom.
Okay, I'm gonna go. See yous.
No, you're
Good
not.
day. Bye.
Wait.
Hey, wait. Oh my god.
Well, I didn't
He
get to
left?
show his final product.
He left?
Yeah, he left.
Dude, what a... Oh my god.
Oh, man, I can't please him.
How
It's
dare
like a
you.
woman. I can't please him.
It's even worse than a woman, because...
That sounds more like a you problem, Jeff.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
Is that, I don't know.
Sounds like a problem for your
I don't know what that
face.
means. I don't know what
For
that
your
means.
gonads, yeah.
I don't know what that means. Your shadows ain't consistent. Mine? No. Mine are definitely not consistent.
What's happening now?
I don't know. You said your
Maybe-
shadows ain't consistent.
Here's your upper lip.
Oh, you're talking to me?
I don't know. Maybe he's talking to me.
Or me? I don't know.
I don't know. My shadow's hardly ever consistent.
Yeah.
It looks cool. That's all I care about. I'm also RT.
No, they're not.
Awesome, Black Cat. It is a draw stream. Draw along with us, if you will. There
No,
is
they're
no
not
subject or
consistent.
topic because this is TOPicLESS.
That is correct.
This is TOPicLESS, and I kind of ran out of topics. I talked about everything I was going to talk about. I found out Wolverine number 88 is worth like $50 to $100 depending on condition.
Really?
Yeah, it's because it's the first fight between Wolverine and Deadpool.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I have that one.
I do too, and I was bagging and boarding, and I found it, and I was like, oh, this is a cool cover. And so I just Googled it to see, because I get curious if it's worth anything, because the cover was cool. And I'm like, what? Like, so I going for like some CGC at like 1,000 or whatever. I'm like,
$1,000.
I don't know if it was 1,000, but it was a lot. I'm like, this is insanity. And I know mine ain't no 9.8. I read the thing, so, but I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like that, an obscure Wolverine book.
Which one was it?
Number 88.
Wolverine 88?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolverine Volume 2, number 88, I believe.
Yeah. You know, shit.
Do I have that one? I think I have that one.
Well, I mean, if you're collecting Wolverine, you probably do. That's a
You
cool
only
issue.
need like less than 30 issues to have a complete run of Wolverine Volume 2. I mean, granted, now that I don't work at the comic shop, I don't really, work on trying to get those remaining books as often as I used to. But I'm always still looking for them. Every now and then when I go to a shop, usually out of town, because like my shop here is pretty well tapped for the Wolverine books. But when I go out of town, I check, see if they got the ones I'm looking for.
Yeah, this one. I like that cover. It's dope.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking
Ooh.
Adam Kubert.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, definitely great concept of the colors. Very nice.
And yes, Feline, it is.
Oh,
supposed to
gotcha,
be an art
Arthur
strip.
Roy. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that. Thank you.
What did Feline say?
Oh, he's talking about the shadows of the trees are not consistent with the shadow on the tunnel, and he's completely right. I'll fix that later.
Feline was saying, thought it's supposed to be an art stream. Yes, it is supposed to be an art stream.
What are you talking about? You got a lot of people drawing and doing art.
Yeah,
I'm not.
exactly.
Yeah, you have an excuse.
I'm eating Brussels sprouts.
See, that's your excuse.
Your
I didn't say it was a good one. I just said you have an excuse.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts are horrible.
There were three people
if they're made correctly, they
Hocky
can be
left.
all right.
I don't know why.
No,
Just ran away. I didn't get to show his final piece.
My wife makes really good Brussels sprouts.
I'm surrounded by tropical fruit, guys. Sorry.
Hocky. Okay. What, Anthony?
All right.
I was gonna say the restaurant we make them really. I'm not a big fan of them, but we make them really good at the place I work, and they're like roasted with onions and.
Yeah, that's how these are.
And kale, yeah. And I'm not even a big fan of kale, but you put it all together.
Kale is another one that's. Yeah. Especially when it became like a superfood for fit people.
Kayla? Kayla's nice.
Kale.
I like Kayla.
Kale is nice, yeah.
Holy shit, that Wolverine book, there's a slab 9.3 on eBay for $1,500.
It might be signed.
Wow.
$1,500.
It might be a signature series.
No, it says Wolverine number 88 CGC 9.8.
Then they're asking
deluxe.
9.8
variant.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's other conditions and stuff like that, but raw it goes for, like, if it's in decent condition, it goes 50 to 100. So.
Good
I was like, I should have bought more than one copy.
Good lord.
Yeah, but you don't think about that shit back then, you know.
No, dude, you just wanted to read it. Like I said, mine's probably like an 8.5 because I read it. There's, maybe if you pressed it, it'd be a 9, but it's still, it's nothing that I like. Who knows? But I don't think I would get it graded. Maybe one day if I really want some money. Well, although it's peak time to do it now with the movie coming out soon.
I mean, I've had these since I was a kid. I ain't getting rid of them now, Well,
that's what I've been doing. I've been buying comics to flip. You know what I mean? Because I don't have any attachment to it at that point. The ones that I had growing up that I collected, I'm like, I kind of like these.
I'm gonna hang on to these. Yeah.
The prices are probably up because the movie's coming out.
Yeah, that's why it's up.
Yeah, the announcements. I mean, they won't be worth that this time next year or after the movie comes out.
Or if you have a few of them, great. Find the best looking one, get it graded, and hopefully it's a good grade, and just flip it.
Most of my books from when I was a kid are worth nothing because I read them so many times and flipped through them. They're just dog-eared and all jacked up.
Yeah, same with mine. My shit's all red.
I usually read mine like depending on how much I loved it, but usually I just read it once and then bagged and boarded it. But if I really loved it, I destroyed it. Like my first comic, that got annihilated. I had to rebuy it. I've just like the first Beta Ray Bill. I had mutilated that one and had to rebuy it. So yeah, I've torn apart a few comics.
Like my Marvel run of G.I. Joe is like busted. It's sad what shape those are in.
Yeah. I have what is it? X-Men Annual number 12. Art Adams did the artwork for it. X-Men were still out in the outback. As that dude with a dome for a head, the robot in the High Evolutionary or something like that.
Oh, dude, the High Evolutionary.
And then had the X-Baby's backup story. It was the first time I had gotten introduced to the X-Baby. I was like, what the fuck are these? This is nuts.
The Mojo shit.
You're gonna.
Yep.
I have the.
And it was drawn by Art Adams, so I mean, it was fucking great.
Oh, it was dope.
Wait, is that 12 or 10? Is it like a red cover?
Yeah.
Is that 12 or 10?
It's got a red cover. It's got It's 12. Pretty sure it's 12.
You're gonna love this. I had that all new X-Men #1, the Arthur Adams cover one. It's like real expensive. I tore the cover off so I could put the cover on my wall. And then I threw the book away.
Oh no!
Yeah.
This one here, I'm sharing. I'm going to share my screen.
Sorry,
Jason.
I was laughing at Plegel.
No, it's okay. I haven't popped it up yet. Here.
That's pretty funny. You're way over there now. She left and came back.
This one. It was part of the Evolutionary War.
Oh yeah, look at the High Evolution.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
My original reader copy had this part cut off, at the top, so it didn't have the thing. So all I had was this artwork, and I would stare at this over and over and over, just looking at these lines and just read this book over and over again. The original one that I have is just it's trashed.
Yeah.
Can you look up annual 10 after you're done looking at the X? I feel like the X babies are in annual 10 also.
They probably were.
That's it down there. That's it right there.
Yep, that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh, dude.
That's the first appearance of Longshot, right? Well, not the first appearance, but the first appearance with the X-Men.
Yeah, it was one of his early ones. But yeah, this book right here, man, I really love that X-Men annual. That was my jam. That was my introduction to the X Babies. I was like, what? Who the fuck are the X Babies?
Mine was 10. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they had the different teams, like the animals here. Fucking Wolverine's like the little bulldog.
So far, I just picked up the first appearance of Dazzler. Actually,
I went to Arthur Adams' booth in San Diego because I thought I might buy like a sketchbook or the Art Adams like Marvel Years book, whatever they had the show.
Yeah.
And I flipped through both of those books, and most of them, all they were like close-up shots of X-Men heads.
Oh.
Like no full body shots really. Like there was like a couple, but it was like mainly like headshots you see like on trading cards or something. And I was like, man, this is kind of a bummer.
It is kind of a bummer because you want to see Arthur Adams figures, man.
Yeah, the
Especially
early
the
ones
way
that he had.
He draws women, you know.
I have some of the earlier sketchbooks, and they're just really cool, like pinup pieces and stuff he was doing.
I have an Arthur Adams book.
I really like Guardian Wars. It's dope.
Is
I broke him. I broke fire.
right around. Hang on.
I backed his.
I got a boogie.
His
All right, later,
crowdfunder.
Bar. Thanks for coming on, man.
See you, man.
I'll see you later.
Take care, Matt.
Yep,
Yeah,
later.
Later, Matt.
We won't be going too much longer.
We're not?
But yeah, I bought the Arthur Adams Kickstarter thing. It was like $40 or something like that for the basic one.
There it is.
Yeah, I
And
missed out on
that
one
one
of
has
these.
that one has tons of cool stuff in it. So I can't wait for that.
Ooh, look at
Yeah, see.
that. That's nice.
Ooh, yeah, I have that one. That's the good one of the good ones.
Yeah, it is. Fucking
Yeah.
love this book,
See,
man. Look
stuff
at
like
this.
that. There was nothing like that in the most recent sketchbook. It was just like really close-up shots of heads. I was like,
Headshots
what is
of
this?
everybody.
That's
Well,
unfortunate, man. Because
I
I
mean,
mean, like you get stuff like this, like process shots.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Yeah, I like stuff like that.
That is
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't have stuff
Yeah.
like that because I go straight
Yeah.
inks. I don't have process.
Yeah. Here we go. Scarlet Witch.
Oh, look
What
at
we're
that.
talking about right there.
Nice.
that's
She looks
cool.
healthy.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Yeah.
And then
And
Galactus
top
over there
shape.
on the other side.
Galactus.
Yeah.
But Galactus looks short here.
He does look short. Well, that's because he's next to a big Scarlet Witch.
Exactly. Next to the.
And you're kind of just look at Scarlet Witch anyway.
It's a
Exactly.
memory challenge. Yeah. The challenge of the memories.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's so
Gen
good.
13 over here.
That stuff is
Oh,
so
dude.
good.
Yep.
So dope.
Yeah. So this is a good one.
I ate.
Yeah. Too bad, man. It's too bad that there wasn't more stuff like that because I love Arthur Adams' work.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't know. I just didn't feel like there was a lot going on there. It was weird. I saw Tim Vigil there too for a couple minutes.
Cool.
Yeah, he was doing sketches. Didn't really have a ton of stuff there at his table.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Love his
On
work
the other
too.
end of him was. Oh wow, what is that?
Down the second one.
What is that? I can't barely make it out.
They fucking got up.
Is that Arthur Adams?
What?
Fine,
He's
Billy.
talking
Oh,
to
never mind.
Oh,
other
fuck me.
humans.
I think I'm looking at Jason's stuff. I thought Jason's
What?
was your screen. Yeah, I was
Oh.
like, what the hell is that? That's crazy
This?
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you. It's not Arthur Adams, that's for sure.
Dude, that piece and the samurai piece you were doing the other day, freaking leveling up. Look at that, dude.
I'm just messing
Holy
around.
cow.
It's cool though.
You're like channeling Bill Sienkiewicz, like the good stuff.
Well, I've been drawing a lot of like comic characters and stuff, so I've been doing my fun free flow stuff. So,
Yeah.
but thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that samurai.
I feel
priest
better
was
that I
fun.
tell people about you all the time.
I don't believe you, but thank you.
I did. I literally, who was it I was showing? There was somebody at the convention that I was showing this weekend. I think it was at the bar, at the Plegel thing. There was like a.
You're too kind.
There was a guy that was talking to.
Well, that's nice. I do appreciate it.
I got a business card from a game developer by accident, which was kind of cool.
I accident?
And he's like, yeah, well, so I was at the thing, right, with Dan and them, and I was like 2 drinks in, and I was like fucking hammered. And I went over and like was like introducing myself to the guy who the party was for, and I got a signed poster and everything of his documentary, and this guy was there with him, and I think he was just another
it was the documentary
guy or
for
something.
Captain Mark or something like that. The
Yeah,
artist dude
yeah.
that Dan had
And
on
there's
his
this
show.
dude-
Yeah.
Yeah. And this
That's
dude was there
awesome.
with him. I think he was just like me. He was just another person that was there because he loved the guy or whatever. And he like, because I was telling him like, I don't know, his usual thing was like, how you doing? And I'm like, oh yeah, well I'm good. Other than I'm a little sick right now. Blah blah. They're like, oh really? And then you get the whole thing. And then I was telling him about what I did for a living and stuff in the past, and like the gaming company for like 10 years, whatever, and all this other stuff. And as I finished, this guy leans over and he gives me his business card. He's like, "Hey man," he's like, "I want to keep in touch with you." He's like, "Keep in touch with me." He's like, "When you start feeling better," he's and you're over you're through the other side of this. You give me a call." And I'm like, "Okay." I was like, so I put the guy's card in my pocket. Didn't even read it. I was like, just went on talking with them and stuff about other stuff. And I think that was the guy I was telling Jason about, and just about all these people that we hang out with. And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, he was a super nice guy." And I woke up the next day. When I woke up, my blood sugar stuff, everything was good and stuff. And I was cleaning some other stuff up, and I looked at this guy's business card, and he's the art director for some gaming company that makes Xbox, PlayStation games.
Yeah, that's
what company?
So
that's dope, man.
I can't remember. It was like Imagination something or other.
Cool.
Hey
But I
guys,
was like,
I gotta
that's
go
cool.
because I'm curing my new grill, so I have to go check on it. But nothing.
All right,
but
man.
love.
Thanks for coming on. Like I said, we're ending soon, but thanks for coming on, Pedro.
Yeah, dude.
It's always good to have a pontificator on here,
Yeah.
Good to see you, Pedro.
You got to keep the
Famous.
celebrities around.
Pontificator.
Got kings
Yeah,
and
you're
pontificators.
best friends with RT Bear now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Pedro. Check you later, man.
Okay.
Thanks for
take
coming
care,
on.
guys.
Later, man.
Good evening.
Well, maybe you could get
And then there was
some gaming stuff. That'd be cool.
Ooh, look at Dark Gifts doing some good work over there.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah,
highlight
that's what I was. And I told him what I did, so like it wouldn't if he did hire me to do anything, it wouldn't be for anything crazy I don't know how to do. So that was kind of cool.
Your style lends to video games, man.
Well, that's what I did for like 10 years, but from like 2000 to like when the economy took a tank.
That's nice. Looking nice, Anthony.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, he was like asking me what I did, and I said, I mainly did like design art and like pitch art. So like I would draw stuff up to make like sort of like fake game screen type stuff to show potential clients what the game could look like when it's done. Because
Yeah,
a lot of
concepting.
a lot of companies like the studios and stuff for like licensing. It's like they don't have any idea. Like you could tell them like, oh, it's like this game and that game, but most of the people that are in charge of that, they don't even really play video games like that, or at least they didn't
have no
then.
fucking clue what you're talking about. Unless
Yeah,
it's in
so you
terms
kind of
of
have
big
to
numbers.
visually show them something to like describe what you're thinking about doing. And I was particularly good at it, so much so that like the studios would decide, like, I guess that we were wanting too much money. So what they would do is they would take our concepts that they had, because they had the documentation that we sent them, and they would go to other companies and go, "Can you make this? And how much would you charge us?" And then they would lowball them, and like they would make it. Yeah. Yeah, and like I did some like unique mechanics for a Hulk game that we were trying to get, and I remember seeing the box art like in the store, and the photos on the back of the box, you know, that they're selling the game with, are pretty much almost exactly the drawings that I did, but as screenshots from the game, including this
Incredible Hulk
weird
Total Destruction or whatever it was.
I think so. It was a top-down thing, and Hulk would spin and swing tanks and throw them. And I came up with this idea that he could do like a double tap jump, and he would jump up and hit the screen, and the screen would crack. It would look like the screen cracked. Cool. And they totally took that idea and like,
well, it's a good idea.
Yeah. Well.
They took it.
It's unfortunately it happens in the game industry a lot.
Yeah. So I did tons of games and stuff like that where like we designed something and then we wouldn't get it, and then somebody else would get it and they would make it.
It's kind of an unscrupulous industry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, I
agree. I
scumbags.
My paychecks didn't change, you know, whether or not we got a game or not, so it never really bothered me. I just always laughed about it. And the thing that was funny was, there was a few producers within the industry that were rolling around at different places with game projects. And this one guy, when I left the first company I was at and went to this other one, the guy messaged me and he said, "Hey," he's like, "Did you do designs on such and such?" And I was like, "Well, I did for a pitch, but we never got it." He's like, "Oh," he's like, "That's hilarious because I was pretty sure it was your art." He's like, "I saw it come across the desk." And I was like, "Oh, it's funny."
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing like video game stuff, like you know, designing of
cool.
like the that's like the packages and whatnots. But also, I really wanted to do like album art. That's like the main thing, kind of like aside from outside. If it wasn't comics, I wanted to do artwork for bands and like album art and stuff like that. Because I don't like, obviously I like metal and my style just totally fits it. So I would have a lot of fun with that. And I do it for local bands or a couple anyway. But yeah, that's something I always wanted to get into. Like video games would be cool too. But I just the band thing is really something. I always hung around musicians and stuff. So I don't know. To me, they go hand in hand. Like visual media artists and musicians, they have a similar mindset almost.
Yeah, that was something I wanted to get into. My art teacher in high school actually did 4 album covers for Overkill.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Fucking Overkill.
Like Bobby Blitz used to come into the classroom all the time to say hi. He was his art teacher way back in the day.
Nice.
Yeah, he had a signed picture in like a acrylic clear box on his office door from the band.
That's fucking cool, man. That's pretty
cool. All right, well, we're gonna wrap up. We got 4 people. We'll promote some stuff.
I just got here. What happened?
You talk about you've been here for like an hour and a half.
I have been?
Yeah. All right.
It seemed like that long.
Promote.
Seems like I just got here.
Do it. Promote.
Well, every third Thursday I can be found at the City of Hope Hospital getting an injection.
No, that's the wrong promotion.
Saving my life.
No, wrong kind of promotion.
What? I should.
No,
I'm gonna live so that I can, you know, deliver the Goblin Girl, which is currently live on Indiegogo.
That's the promotion we're talking about. Yeah.
And if you're so inclined, and you have to have everything Goblin Girl, go over and back the John Malin Second Chance Godlike campaign and get yourself a copy of Visions with my cover of Visions, a wraparound cover.
It's on the cover.
So you can splay the poster out, the cover out, and have yourself a wicked awesome Goblin Girl cover.
It's so cool.
But yeah, there's that. And then I might be putting some videos up soon about painting miniatures because it's my current artistic thing that I can do that does not require a whole lot of brain power. So like, it's actually relaxing and it's working for me. Unlike the drawing, it's not really working right now.
Nice. Well, that's cool. Yeah, keep your ears to the grindstones, people, for that. That'll be interesting little experiment. So, Anthony.
Yes, sir. Well, I got too much going on. Just go to darkgiftcomics.com and just go check it. We've got Lightbringer Genesis Volume 2, which I'm inking here.
Yeah, it's looking good, man. You're doing a great job.
Still, thanks, man. That's still in demand on Indiegogo. We got the sign up for A Damn Dirty Thing, a Pariah story, which is a 16-page noir supplementary story that coincides with Blood and Mud, and both books lead up to, obviously, Sanctum of Hate, which is book 2. So that sign-ups for that is going on, and I have my art book live on Fund My Comic right now, Dark of Midnight Remastered.
Nice. How's that going, by the way?
Right on.
I'm not really pushing it, so I'm only at like 10%, and I don't have a end goal. It was more of a...
Right, but that's what I mean, like as experimentation goes. How's that working out?
Oh, yeah, no, everything on the site works friggin' phenomenally.
Cool.
I got to give Luke crazy props, him and his team over there, and the developers and stuff, and all those guys. Everything that I wanted to be done on the site worked flawlessly. Like, you could set the time for it to go live, like 6 p.m. on the dot. It goes live 6 p.m. on the dot.
That's cool.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I know that was always a problem with Indiegogo.
Yeah.
I tried to set it up like it's gonna go live then. Oh, maybe not.
Right.
Maybe it will.
Right.
Maybe it won't.
No, this all went off without a hitch. Everything went off without a hitch. I mean, I can't. And like the functionality of it, the email notifications that you get every time you get a backer. Going in to look at like your backer stuff, it's all very, it's different and it's unique to its own thing, but it's all very still familiar, So
nice, awesome. Yeah, everybody go check it out. And thanks for drawing on stream.
No problem.
I remember High Impact Comics Art of Roy. That's fucking cool, man. You can find me at Death Metal Hero, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. It'll be on my channel next week. And of course, you can find all my links at deathmetalhero.com, which the beautiful and gorgeous and smart Flying Feline has just dropped in the chat for you all. So go ahead and check that out. But next week at 5 p.m. on Feline's channel, join us for the Happy Hour Hangout. Was an absolute fucking blast today. I ended up with getting 4 correct of the trivia.
And we found out that you taste salty.
Apparently, I didn't realize this, but we found out. We found out during the stream. It's like I said.
I was driving in my car.
Must have been an interesting thing to hear in your car. Yeah.
It was. I couldn't even change the channel because I was driving. I was like, "Oh God."
My ears.
Plegel's fighting through chemo just to die in a car accident because Luke is salty.
Yeah. Right. And I had my kid. I had my kid in the back seat. Luckily, he was asleep and he didn't hear anything.
Well, that's good. What's up, J-Bot? Good to see you. Yeah, we're wrapping up, man. But yeah, join us on Feline's channel for Happy Hour Hangout.
You just got here.
Next Tuesday at 5 p.m.
Live a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next week's on Luke's. Yeah, there you go. That's what I did. Doodle.
Nice.
Look at that. That's so good.
I don't even know what.
Yeah, not to get your ego up, Jay, but I talk.
How much is that piece?
Thanks, man. For you.
How much is that piece? Yes.
We'll talk.
Okay, 'cause I think I might need that for my wall.
It'll be on Luke's channel next week. Obviously, our links are in the description below. Black Frog G, everybody.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! And thanks, everybody.
We miss you, Ink Spots.
Is Ink in the chat?
No, I'm just saying it in case he watches this at some point.
He doesn't watch nothing. He doesn't care anymore.
Oh.
He's given up on us.
He's given up on life.
No.
Till the next time we see you, we love you. May you get high, may you drop ass, and may you get laid and all that good.